Hello, and welcome back to Tabletop Turntable, Brimstone Gaming's show where we are spinning stories at you by rotating through a series of game systems, players, and game masters. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. It's still me, James Downey, running the game for you today. And
Holy
today is
shit.
a special day because we are shifting from our playthrough of The Quiet Year, our map making game, to a game of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I presume if you're watching this stream, you probably know how Dungeons and Dragons is played. But if you don't, the most simple way I can explain it to you is all of our players are playing characters, and they can do basically anything they want provided they successfully roll high enough on a 20-sided die.
Woo!
That's the long and short of Dungeons and Dragons.
Pretty much.
I'm not going to get any further into it at this point, but you'll pick up some of it as we play. The special thing about this Dungeons and Dragons campaign is it is, again, a continuing of what I am calling an experiment in collaborative world building. So typically you would have a game master, or as in D&D parlance, a dungeon master would have the world and the story and everything coming from their own mind. I have a story that I've crafted set in the world that we built within the Quiet Year, but for fleshing out details of this world that we didn't address in the Quiet Year, I'm going to turn to our players. I'm going to ask them for the names of things, for the history of things, for the background, the vibe of the places and things that we see, and it's going to be fun. We're going to do it together. And am I going to put them on the spot? Yes. Is it because I didn't want to do the work? No.
Yes.
Also,
No.
also yes.
Also,
We
yes.
are in an 8-episode mini-series here, so we're going to try and get in and out of this campaign. It's going to be probably a little bit more linear and less broad sweeping than you might be used to because we have 8 episodes of 2 hours apiece. But with that said, let me give you a little bit of background on where our players are starting from. So, if you remember, we created this underground community in the Quiet Year known as Underhaven. If you haven't watched those first 2 episodes, go watch the first 2 episodes. You should. It'll lay out the history of the community that we've made, and you'll have a much better understanding of where we're playing on. So,
Those
200
are
years
on
have
our
elapsed.
YouTube.
Go ahead.
Where do we watch those?
On YouTube, where you'll almost certainly are watching this
Well,
episode.
that's true. Just say the channel name.
Yes. That's Grimstone Gaming on YouTube. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe all of our videos on YouTube, and keep on watching. All right. So 200 years have elapsed since an undead horde fell upon Underhaven. Because of the internal strife at the time, record keeping of the era is slim. The community only knows that the horde of undead was stopped here at Underhaven, though nobody is sure how or why. Nevertheless, people have been drawn here. They're drawn to the community that stopped the ravenous undead. What was once a small community of 70 to 80 people has grown to a relatively large city of approximately 20,000. People from all over have come to seek the safety and novelty of the underground town that saved the world. As a result, the size of the town's infrastructure has grown as well, supplemented by the increasing technology of the city. Clockworks, cogs, and gears dominate parts of town now as an entire fabrication quarter has sprung up, dominated by artificers and engineers dedicated to improving the lives of the people. Powered by the crystals discovered by the community, as well as steamworks generated by the Underhaven geyser, the people have come to make technology an important aspect of the town as much as magic has ever been. The town of Beastfolk, known as Stormhold, has largely become estranged from Underhaven. The internal civil war at the time of the undead invasion, as well as the toll taken by the undead themselves, have made the Beastfolk retreat within the confines of their own borders. They still rely on the crystal production from Underhaven, and thus have some uneasy trade relations with the town, but little more. Underhaveners rarely travel to the mountains, and beastfolk rarely appear underground, but some travel does exist between. A growing populace has growing demands. The fungi and cave crickets that largely fed the original small community have long since ceased to suffice. The crystal demands grow daily, and the mystery of how the undead were stopped remains. It is under these circumstances that 5 people have been invited by Chance Quickstrider, a member of the ruling council of Underhaven, to a small inn in the fabrication quarter. The note that each member of our party has received only mention how they've done great things for the town of Underhaven and its people need you now to once again come and serve the city. Dodging artificers and ironworkers, you enter the cozy establishment, only to be greeted by the most peculiar bartender that any of you have ever laid eyes upon. So, now that we know the background, why don't we take a moment to meet our players and the characters that they're playing. I'm just going to roll a dice and we're going to go in random order here. Let's start with Michael. Michael, I'm going to bring your character up on screen here and roll 20. So if you could direct your attention to roll 20.
That's so small. Can you make it bigger?
I am trying to make it bigger right this minute. It was
what
on
she-
the wrong thing. There we
That's
go.
what she said.
Michael, tell us about yourself and who are you playing?
My name is Margaret Williams. I do a lot of crazy stuff. That's it. I am playing the character Corvath Root Runner Kalanath. Corvath is a Goliath who has lived up in the mountains near Underhaven. And he is a paladin, Oath of Vengeance. Perhaps we'll get into what that's all about. But he is a devoted follower of the Earth God Terracon. And yeah, he's
right.
big. He's real big. He's 8 feet tall.
He seems it. Despite the
He weighs
initial
335 pounds.
Amazing.
tiny size of the token, let's get Corvath on out of there and find out who our next player is going to be. And that's going to be Sean. Tell us, who are you? And who are you playing, who I'm going to bring up on screen now. If I can make it bigger. Hold on.
Hey, I mean,
Doing it twice in a row? Wow.
I hear hymns.
We're not doing phrasing anymore.
Impressive.
No.
So I'm sorry. Thank you, Meg, for getting that joke.
I love
So, my name is Onyx. I'm a Earth Genasi, Rogue Ranger, Rogue 3 Ranger 2, and I am not originally from Underhaven, but I do call it my home. I don't know. I'll let the story dictate if we find out any more about that. But I took over my adoptive father's business, Tunnels of Lore, which is a kind of like, if you can think like, I guess a kind of like not Mounties, kind of like Sherpas for under the ground. So if you want to go on an expedition deep into the underground, it reaches outside of Underhaven. That is what we do. We guide you through it, keep you safe, things like that. And everything is totally up above board. There is nothing in the back room. So yeah. And one of my best friends in the world is someone else here, and I'll let them introduce themselves later.
All right. Let's move on from Onyx, and our next player is going to be Katie. Katie, who are you? Who are you playing? Whose picture I will make larger.
Hi, I'm Katie Bolaños. I'll be playing Tanya Savage. She basically looks like a 3-foot-tall raccoon walking on her hind legs. First things you'll notice about her is both her legs appear to be made of metal below the knee. She carries a very large wooden wrench, almost as long as she is tall, and she has a gun with like crystals sticking out of it. As you might guess, she is a artificer and an engineer here in Underhaven. She's been in the town her whole life. She disagrees that she has any friends, but she can't seem to get rid of these two people who keep following her around.
Fair enough. Do you have a special name for the gun that you're currently wielding?
Oh gosh, so I have a really big cannon that you don't get to see all the time, and my very big cannon is my very favorite gun, and her name is Vera.
Okay.
And the gun itself is called the Crystal Pistol.
There it is. Okay. Moving on from
I
Tanya.
knew a crystal pistol once.
Sam, who are you playing?
Yes.
Who are you? Let's put you
In that order, or do we care?
Let's do you first, and then we can talk about your character. And I love that Roll20 doesn't want to let me make things bigger. There we go.
Oh, buddy.
Cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
Adorable.
She's just a little guy. Hi, I'm Sam.
I'll squish your
I'm
face.
Sam Hawkins, and I'm excited to be here. I am playing. So I am in real life almost 6 feet tall, but I am playing a character that is not in real life almost 6 feet tall. Her name is Delia Deepheart. She is a little halfling. She is from Underhaven, born and raised. She is a cute little storm cleric of our storm goddess Maelstrom, the goddess of storm. Yeah, and she's cute. She's little. She might ruin your life with a tidal wave. We'll see.
Oh God, I hope not. All right. Last but not least, by roll of the dice, it's Meg. Meg, who are you, and who are you playing?
I'm Margaret Alice. They call me Meg, so you can too. I am. Sorry about that. I'm Newt. Newt is an awakened mountain laurel and a far traveler. She showed up in the area about 5 years ago and ran across Tanya Savage out scavenging and followed her back to Underhaven. And then she's just kind of been her assistant ever since. Tanya used to try to make her leave.
Leave.
But yeah.
But she's like rooted in or something.
Oh my God.
We're gonna save the puns for the game master. Okay, okay.
Yeah, you wish.
Until one day she was frustrated and muttering under her breath in feral, which is the language that the beast folk speak, and they are not super. There's not very many people who speak it, but Newt answered in feral, so Tanya hasn't asked her to leave again since. She is a level 5 Circle of Spores druid.
All right. Yes, everybody is starting at level 5 in this campaign, and we'll see how long that lasts. All right.
It's ominous.
Why? All right, Roll20. Oh, I need to move myself over there and not just the players. That would
Yeah.
Yeah, we see it.
You stand outside a fairly well-to-do inn and tavern inside the Artificer's Quarter of Underhaven. Sean, what's the name of this town? This tavern?
Oh, jeez. The Many Spire.
The Many Spire. Excellent.
Yes.
All right, and Michael, why don't you tell me how long has the Many Spire been around?
The Mini Spire is still actually a relatively new establishment. It has only been open for about a year.
In the interest of moving along, all of you show up at the same time. We're not going to do one character at a time, as you might typically find in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Some of you know each other already, but let's go ahead and step on inside our tavern. The inside of the tavern is comfortable and inviting. It's lit with gas lamps. You see several different types of bottles of liquor and several taps at all the bar locations. But what really draws your attention as you walk in is the strangest bartender you have ever seen. Let's show you him.
Hey, bud.
Aw.
This, while there are some automatons throughout the city that do menial labor, you have never laid eyes on one as technically complex as this. And certainly you are surprised because you've never heard one speak. When he says, "Greetings and salutations. Can I offer you all a beverage?"
Tanya is immediately on the counter and poking and prodding at his gears. And her little raccoon hands, like she's not even looking where her hands are. She's just like poking the gear, she's turning, she's twisting. She's, "How do you work?" And she's knocking on the top of his head, and she even like clambers around him to try and look for some kind of like door she can open and see his inner workings.
Yes, I assure you I am in perfectly good working condition. As to how all the things fit together, I am uncertain, but I can offer you a beverage.
While he's saying this, a branch comes down from Newt's being and grabs Tanya by the back of the shirt and plops her down on a bar stool.
Delia's over, like, doing a real rough sketch of this little guy. Like, not taking her eyes off of him, just blind sketching.
Corvath is kind of standing there awkwardly over everybody, sort of looking down. You are very shiny. Please, what is largest beverage you serve?
I am so glad that you asked. We have many ciders made from the internal vital liquids of crickets. Also, I have a fine fungal ale this evening and a cocktail infused with crystals that we're calling the cocktail infused with crystals.
Do you serve these drinks in buckets?
I have a large tankard that I could offer you, giant sir.
Please. And keep them coming.
One tankard of cricket cider for you.
May
Hands
I
it over.
also have a bucket, but of water?
You want water? I
Yes.
believe there is some tap water there. I've not had a request for such in some time. Excuse me, one moment. Looks around, manages to come up with a bucket of water that you don't see from where, and hands it over.
Perfect. She's gonna, wherever they, I don't know if they're staying here or not, but whenever they settle, she's gonna put it on the floor and put her roots in it.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
For the
I
rest
will.
of
Go ahead.
okay.
Do you I know this is weird. Do you have the cricket milkshakes?
I am afraid we have not installed such appropriate measures as to make cricket milkshakes. However, I can offer you a cold cricket cider.
Honest,
It
even
is
I know you
pretty
don't.
good.
I mean, okay.
Don't order milk at a bar.
Well, I don't drink. Do you have anything non-alcoholic?
No,
There's water.
Okay, then I'm fine. Well, yeah, I'll just borrow some of her water. That's
there
okay.
is a fine creamery approximately 300 yards to the west. However,
Go after this. That's I really appreciate it. Thank you.
She wonders why I'm always trying to get rid of her.
and for you, my smaller friend, then there are two of you that are quite small.
I was going to say which one. Okay, but also, I am interested in trying your crystal cocktail, the cocktail infused with crystals. I am interested.
Yes, the crystal
I'll have that too.
infused cocktail. Two of them coming right up. You just
Yes, please, thank you.
see him go behind the bar, and it looks like he's really busy making a drink. But when he pops back up, there's basically 2 martini glasses with just straight liquor and a crystal sticking out of each. This one is my specialty. I hope you enjoy it.
What color are the crystals?
You tell me.
also yellow.
Yellow crystals it is then.
As soon as the automaton's back is turned, I'm gonna try and like pour a little of the cocktail like on him to see what happens.
He immediately turns around and says,
Miss, well, I appreciate your inquisitive nature. I assure you, pouring a liquid on me would only cause a malfunction and deter me from being able to serve you and the other patrons of the bar. Unless you are willing to expend the credits necessary to repair me, perhaps you would be best served to drink the cocktail.
Onyx is just laughing.
Delia, it is good to see you outside the temple.
Yeah, no, you too. It's good to see you where you have room to like stand up all the way and not be like crouched down up under the ceiling.
Nice and spacious.
How's your drink? It sounded like it was pretty good. What is it?
It's quite delicious.
as you are enjoying your cocktails, the bartender does like his rough approximation of like a human bartender putting one arm on the table, like on the bar counter, and grabs a towel from somewhere and starts trying to wipe the counter down, but he's not actually touching the counter with the towel.
Brings you all to this establishment today.
Hold on. Tanya's gonna pull out one of one of her tinker stools, and she's gonna grab his elbow and like tweak it a little bit, and then stops it. Okay, try it now.
No, I assure you, ma'am, the counter is perfectly clean.
You're not on the counter.
I'm doing a facsimile of cleaning the bar for your comfortableness.
Tanya, this is why we had issues back in the day too. You have to ask before you touch people. That sounds wrong, but that's not what I mean. You just have to ask before you do something.
It's not a person. It's a robot.
Well, but we're talking
have
with him.
feelings.
He does.
Do you
I can be
really?
hurt.
How do you have feelings?
I'm at least programmed to have a reasonable facsimile of feelings, so that I might be a more acceptable person thing.
Fascinating. Who gave you feelings? I gotta talk to them to figure out how they're putting feelings inside of robots. Who's the name of the engineer that worked on you? You don't know. Well, you got some kind of like, you gotta have a maker's mark on you somewhere. Here, turn around, let me look.
Make an investigation check.
Is there anyone else in the bar?
Yeah, there's it's a fairly, we'll say it's about happy hour, so it's fairly crowded in here.
That's a 23.
Okay. You do a thorough investigation and you find no mark.
Fascinating. He don't got no mark on him.
Tanya would never make something without a mark on it.
Nobody makes no that. Are you sure you were created?
It is a mystery indeed.
Well, I didn't come from nowhere.
Well, I don't mean to eavesdrop on your little conversation, but why is it so strange for this shiny man to have feelings?
I agree.
Because he's a machine. Normally machines don't have any kind of feelings. They just kind of do the thing and they just carry out the orders that they've been programmed to have.
People don't think trees have feelings either, but we do.
This is true, and my people know that the rock has feeling, even the ground underneath our feet.
Has feelings.
And surely
Now,
this shiny man is at least
It
made of
does.
some material that is naturally occurring.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Now, for my friend the tree over here, it makes sense because she was awakened, so there's magic going on. So maybe our robot friend got magic in him, and then maybe he's got some feelings. But as for machines themselves, no. I refuse to believe that they have any feelings whatsoever.
While you're having this conversation, you hear somebody from the other end of the bar yell out, See? And the robot says,
I will be with you momentarily.
and he walks down towards that side of the bar.
They yelled what? You cut out.
Percy.
Oh,
Is that his name?
You'd have to ask.
I would assume it is. Newt, is it?
That's me!
So do I just? He didn't give me any water. Can I just
They
take this
didn't
cup
give you
and do I
any
just
water
dip
because
it?
you didn't ask for any water.
Well, I asked for water, but he
No,
left
you
before.
told him you were going to borrow some of mine.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I just dip
here.
my cup in your roots? Is that what I do?
Corvath is gonna like watch this awkward exchange and then pull out his water skin and offer it out.
Oh.
No need to be drinking root feet water.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Trying to take my water without asking.
Delia is
I
very
asked.
much at the bottom of her cocktail already and just gently puts the glass back on the bar and slides it back across.
You did no such thing. You just told the bartender that you were going to borrow some of my water without asking me. Hey, Newt, can you spare some water?
Okay. I'm sorry, Newt. I'm sorry.
So
The robot
as
man
lovely-
returns and says,
So,
once again puts his elbow on the counter.
I did ask a question to which I was not given a response. What brings the five of you to my establishment on this fine day?
Well, we all were invited here by someone.
Also, I live here.
In the establishment?
No, but it makes sense for people who live in the area to come to your establishment. Isn't that the whole point?
I have never considered someone wandering in for only a bucket of water. So, no. But also, who invited you here?
This
This is an invitation only
this
bar.
fast striding person, yes?
Fast. Yeah.
Quick strider.
Quick Strider. Yeah.
Ah, this is his name, right?
So you are the five that were invited by Mr. Quick Strider. Excellent. He is waiting for you in a private room.
Oh, wonderful. Where?
Come with me. I will show you.
And he leads you to a small private room off the bar, where inside, let's get rid of our robot bartender.
Love him. I would die for him.
Oh, bye, Percy.
Percy's the best.
I would already die for him.
And inside, you see a tall, thin, angular-looking man who is sitting enjoying a crystal-infused cocktail. He's not like anyone else that you've really seen down here, but not so much so that it would cause you any sort of suspicion. And despite his sort of odd features, they sort of strangely come together, and he appears to be handsome. And when you walk in, he stands up. He says, "Ah, hello. You were the five that I've called for, correct? Onyx and Newt and Tanya, right? Delia, Corvath. Did I get them all correct?
I hope
Yes,
so.
that's pretty
Since you're the one
impressive.
who invited us here.
Not going to lie.
Yes, excellent. Come, sit down. P3RC, that will be enough for this afternoon. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. It is a pleasure to have you in the establishment, as always. If you need anything, I am at your disposal.
And the robot walks out of the room. And he says, "Please, everybody, come, sit down, let's talk. I have proposition for you."
Yes, about this. Corvath would like to hear.
Yes, of course. Well, all of you have done such wonderful things for the community. Some of you have saved lives, and some of you have found just trinkets and returned them, trinkets of unimaginable importance and power. You've been so helpful to our community, all of you. And as a member of the council, I think it would behoove the entire town if you were to help us further. Is that something that you five might be interested in?
With what exactly?
Well, as you may or may not know, our town has grown rapidly over the years. If you're not super familiar with our history, this was a small community of 70, 80 people. Now we're a thriving city of 20,000 souls. But you can't feed and house and clothe 20,000 people on the resources of 70 to 80. We've been lucky. We've had a lot of abundance here, but things are going to run short soon. It's not general knowledge, so I would trust that you're not going to share this with everybody, but we're running low on resources. I want you to help me find more. More crystals, more food, more space.
Space?
Just we're in an enclosed underground environment. If we can find more living space free of the dangers of the underground, then I think we would all be better served, don't you?
Why don't you
Do you
just
want to
move
put
the
Underhaven
service
above the ground?
Yeah.
No, because the above ground is still beset by blasted storms daily. There's very little predicting when they're exactly going to occur, and they wreak such havoc.
So why
I
don't
have-
you dig more space then? Are you
Well-
or are you wanting us to go find another area and you're just gonna like ship out a whole settlement of people? Or
No.
And
Just
like take it over?
more area to build, to house resources. Mostly importantly, you're focused entirely too much on the space and less on the fact that we are running dangerously low on crystals and food.
I don't require
What-
food or crystals, so
Is there anything else?
Water is also going to be in short supply relatively soon, my dear deciduous friend.
Is there anything else affecting this other than the massive population? Are there other things that are affecting what is happening to our community?
Not to our knowledge. Mostly it's just we're growing faster than we can accommodate.
I am to assume that relations with the beast folk in the mountains have not been able to amount to much more.
It's an excellent question. The answer is no. They've not gotten much better. But it's important that they get better because that's exactly where I intend to send you.
Ah, this is the natural place that I would go for finding these things that you are looking for, so this makes sense.
See, I don't anticipate that they're going to trade with us, but what I believe to be there, if the legends are true, is a map. Last seen being held in Stormhold was a map to a cache of resources that were stockpiled during the undead horde attacking the city. I believe if we can acquire that map, we can find this cache of resources and have a better lead on where those resources would lead, where they come from, so we can further tap into the potential of those resources. Unfortunately, this was all lost due to the lack of record keeping at the time. Silly internal squabble that seemed to be happening. Nobody seemed to write anything down other than the undead are here and trying to kill us.
Well, when you're faced with that, so much else seems trivial, no?
I would wholeheartedly agree.
Yes. You're right.
What sort of compensation are we to be expecting for these efforts?
Thanks, Corvoth. That's what I was about to ask.
Of course, you would be handsomely rewarded with the respect and love of your fellow Underhavens. But I assume for a seasoned adventurer like yourself, you don't work for experience, right? So I can, having spoken to the bursar, promise you 200 gold apiece. a very simple job.
Plus, whatever else we find on our expedition belongs to us.
Of course, more than welcome to keep the.
Apart from the resources that we are being sent after, I
Oh,
would
right.
assume.
Obvious.
Of course, for now, I'm just asking you to obtain the map, and then perhaps the people of the town can put our resources together to find the cache. But yes, if you find any valuables on that blasted hellscape up above, you are more than welcome to keep them.
And these resources are for everybody, right? Not just the council elites and all their friends.
Of course, the council is friend to all. We're elected, right? We serve at the whims of the people here, so we're of course going to try and help take care of everyone, not just ourselves.
Yeah, you'd think that, but sometimes these things have to be asked.
Can I try and get a bead on that? See if he's trying to
Sure.
hide anything in that?
Yeah, make an insight check.
I'm having a hard time trusting this guy. Alright, insight. What's my
Likewise.
insight? That is a 26 insight.
So this man is a very, very practiced politician. So to the extent that you think that he's telling the truth about sharing the resources, there's no reason to disbelieve that.
Yeah.
But you're not entirely. You get the faintest hint that maybe there's more to this than he's telling you. But also, again, practiced politician, maybe that's not all that surprising that he's holding something back.
Yeah.
Well, I have only recently come to Underhaven, not been here very long at all. I am on my own sort of mission. Is it amenable for me to ask for the resources of the council? Should I have a need of them in pursuing my mission in exchange for these services rendered?
Yes, of course. I'm not entirely certain that we can muster resources very quickly. You see, I was hoping you would take off immediately, but if you go up and talk to Percy upstairs, he may have some healing potions and whatnot that he could supply you on my tab, of course.
Not
Of
a bad
course.
idea.
Do you got anything to protect us from these storms that are up there while we're out and about traipsing around these mountains?
Oh yes,
number.
they all look very squishy.
Yes, a number of lightning rods have been constructed between here and Stormhold. You should be safe so long as you keep to the path.
Gotcha.
What do you call him? Squishy.
I was gonna say Delia like sits up in her like half plate armor and she's like, yeah, what the hell?
Well,
I mean,
as you might be aware, metal does attract lightning, so half plate upstairs and up above might be.
Do forgive. I mean no offense by it. I grew up in the mountains after all, and the storms were part of my upbringing, so to speak. So
not
I
taking
again ask
squishy.
for pardon, not mean any offense by it. Just do not want you all to get blown away, that's all.
Well, I've made it 247 years, so. But thanks for your concern.
Boy, she got you there, Korvath.
Yeah.
Were you not
All right,
from
let's go.
Underhaven?
Anyone got anything else to ask this schmuck?
I have nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, did you hear that?
Please, once you've gone and obtained the map from Stormhold, to inquire amongst their people who has it, but I would start with the mayor, perhaps. Once you've obtained it, please come back. I will make sure you are rewarded for your efforts, and you can, of course, stay here at the inn free of charge.
Very well.
Very kind of you.
Very nice of you.
Thank you.
Got my own house.
Well, think of it as a staycation.
Okay, but
That
all
would
my
be staying at home,
stuff's-
though, wouldn't it?
All my stuff's in my house.
A hotel,
So why would I
fine.
stay here where I
It's-
don't have any
it-
of my
it-
stuff?
When do
They're
we
nice
leave?
lodgings, and
I-
you have a bar tab open. That's, I don't know if that means anything,
Yeah.
but
Oh, an
Tanya,
open tab though. That'd be pretty good.
It means a lot.
there we
Yeah.
go. I'm
Thanks.
sorry about her. I'm sorry.
You don't got to apologize for me, Onyx. I told you that more than once.
yes,
Well,
in fact,
you keep saying things.
Apologies are not necessary. What
See?
we do need is some haste, if you
Okay.
wouldn't mind.
Well, let's
Okay,
go then.
bye.
Okay.
Very well.
Thanks, Chance.
okay. Do you go get any? Are you gonna ask for any healing potions?
It may as
I
well.
talked to Percy.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right,
Get hurt.
Ah!
Hey.
Hello.
go ahead.
Listen, hey Robot, I heard you got some healing potions and shit for us before we go.
Ma'am, I would be happy to outfit you with supplies. But please, I do in fact have a name.
Yes, it is Percy.
It's Percy.
Yes. This unit has been designated as P3RC, but you may refer to me as Percy.
All right, feelings and a name. Interesting.
This is a big world.
And we are all but players in it. Here, I can hand you a supply of healing potions.
And he comes up with 5 standard healing potions.
One each.
Yep, 1 for each of you.
Thank you, Percy.
Mr. Quickstrider has instructed me that these are to be free of charge. So please enjoy, and do hope that you don't need them.
Very nice of you, Percy. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Please
Yeah.
come again to the many spies. I will have, hopefully, even more cricket cider on your next encounter.
Hey, bye.
right.
Bye, thank you.
So, I presume you all want to head out to the town of Stormhold at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine we would take
Yes,
to
sir.
the main thoroughfare that leads out of the city.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Katie, describe for me what the main thoroughfare out of the city looks like.
Oh, okay. I'm so glad you asked. So, it takes you under the big stained glass skylight, depicting the storms up above. There is a pathway that winds back and forth, very steep at times, until you finally get to the surface. At the very top of the surface, there are at the entrance from Underhaven to the exposed pathway, there are 2 very large lightning rods on either side, and as the adventurers step out into exposed atmosphere, lightning immediately strikes those 2 rods. Up ahead of us, we can see it's a stone pathway, and it's slightly elevated and curved so that water will drain away from the middle of the path and to the gutters, where we are less likely to be getting our feet wet as we walk. And then every 4 feet, there are these ornate lightning rods, catching the lightning and channeling some of that energy into crystals that line the path so that they are glowing with the energy that they're receiving and lighting the way.
Perfect. All right. So you left the tavern about mid-afternoon. After a few hours, it's getting late in the evening. In the intermediate distance, you see the village of Stormhold. It is a city carved into the side of a mountain. There are lightning rods all around to help capture the lightning that strikes constantly. There are also caverns, man-made caverns carved into the side of the mountain where you might find dwellings as well. As you approach the city limits, seemingly out of the shadows, you are a step two folks who approach you and say, one of them says, "Oh, visitors. We haven't had visitors in some time. Including one of our sisters. What brings you here?" Of course, all of that is said in Feral.
Oh, wow. Hi there. I guess I'm the sister you're talking about. I don't see anyone else look at anything like the three of us, huh?
I don't see anyone looking like us either.
Well, I'm Tanya. Nice to meet both of you.
I'm Kit. The fox-looking one says, "I'm Kit. This here is Custard." And you hear Custard just go,
"Oh, I see you've got a big friend too."
I like that one.
"Oh, I wouldn't get too cross with Custard. She's got a mean right hook."
Yeah, it's a bit like my friend Newt over there. She can be a little testy too if you get on the wrong side of her. So we are coming. I don't suppose either of you speak common?
Oh, yeah, we can speak. Well, Custard here only says what she wants. I can speak common. Did you want me to address your companions as well?
Yes, probably. Just so they all. I don't want to have to go around translating and shit. It's not really my thing. So if you want to speak common, that'd be super helpful for everybody, I think.
Sure. It's a bit rusty, eh? We don't get a whole lot of Underhavens up here no more. But, hi. Hello, all of you. It says,
Hi.
in common. What you doing up here?
Well, please.
Underhaven's in a little bit of trouble, and we heard that the last place a map to one of their lost caches was seen was here. So we thought we'd come and take a look.
So you want our things?
No,
Is that it? You want our stuff?
I'm pretty sure that the stores were put there by Underhaven before the Horde, so I'm pretty sure it belongs to them already. We just need the map so they can find it.
Oh yeah, but who's got a map?
We don't
Actually,
know.
That is what we are wanting to know.
I don't know anything about no map, but you've come to take things from us. I don't think Custard's going to take too kindly to that.
We're perfectly willing to barter or trade for this map. We are not looking to do any thieving, if that is what you have concerns about.
Absolutely not.
Do you have any idea who's even got the map? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but our mutual friend was told us to find and talk with the mayor of your fair city.
Yes.
Could you get us a meeting?
A bunch of Underhavers come up from out of the earth, come to see us. I never expect to immediately see Mayor Maximus. That's the right one, isn't it, Custard?
Yes, this joke is very funny. I do not get this joke.
I don't think it was a joke.
I don't think it was meant to be funny. I think they might be offended.
Oh. This was not my intention at all.
No,
You are the most astute group of Underhavers I've ever laid eyes on.
How many of us have you actually laid eyes on, though?
I've laid eyes on enough, and I've made enough go away, if you know what I mean.
Okay, alright. No reason to get excited.
No.
Let's all take a breath. You're being very presumptive in regards to our intentions. Is there a way that we could prove ourselves to you? And she's gonna pluck one of her flowers and tuck it into Custard's frill.
Make a persuasion check.
That's so cute.
I love it.
That is a 14.
Okay.
Not bad.
Custard blushes a
Oh,
little bit. Just goes wobble, wobble, wobble. And Kit
I'm gonna
says,
say in feral, you look very pretty.
Kit looks at Custard and says, "Have you gone soft on me, Custard? Oh, yeah. Every time you expect a custard to be solid, it just comes across all mushy. You know what I mean?"
Oh my god.
Anywho,
Wait a
I
second.
have experienced that before.
right. He looks at. Is Newt actually carrying any weapons?
No.
Okay. Then not Newt.
Yeah.
He looks at Onyx and he says, "You,
Yeah.
hand me the bow."
This is my dad's bow.
I'll give it back to you. You're gonna need it before long.
What?
Just let her have the ball. What can I do? Look at her.
Oh, okay. And hands it over to her.
Very well. Fine. You want to go see Mayor Maximus? He may not be as kind as I am. Let's sally forth then, huh? You all coming?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds like an invitation
Yeah,
to
we're
me.
coming
Let's
with
go.
them. We're coming with them.
I'm not leaving your side until you give me my bow back. So here we
Alright.
go.
Kit and Custard lead you into the city proper and lead you up to a manor house. Meg, tell me what this manor house looks like.
The manor house is. It's the largest dwelling, obviously. Not necessarily the largest building, but the largest dwelling. And it extends into the mountain as well. So whereas there are some freestanding structures where like the plateaus have been formed, this actually juts out of a rock. It's sort of a sandstone kind of color, and it's inlaid with the different gems in various patterns.
Very, very cool. Okay. The Kit and Custard take you inside, and you hear Kit yell out, "Mayor Maximus, you've got visitors." And you just hear from like a thundering from upstairs in the manor.
At this hour? And why would you bring them here?
And Kit says, "Oh, they're Underhavers, sir. I thought you might be most interested in meeting them." And you hear what sounds like the blast of a trumpet. And he said, you hear again from upstairs,
Fine, I'll be right down.
and within a few minutes,
He's an
you are
elephant.
greeted by the sight of this gentleman.
I knew it!
Please make this bigger. Come on, game. Why won't there we go.
It's so
This
difficult.
guy.
Aww,
He looks familiar.
I love him.
And he says,
We've not heard visitors from Underhaven in some time. What brings you all to our humble home?
Well, we're here on a mission, a request for help. We are in a bind in Underhaven, and we are starting to reach the limits of what we are able to support for our population. And there is possibly a map that you all have to a cache that is that was created back when the undead horde attacked us. And if we can find that cache of supplies, Underhaven may still survive.
It's always the problem with you Underhavers. You always grasp beyond what you can obtain, always seeking to acquire more. Do you
That's
have
true.
any? You all are such young children. You weren't around at the time with the internal strife at Underhaven, were you?
Technically,
No.
I was, but I was still mostly a sapling. I was pretty young, and I was very far away from here. So, I get your point.
Yes, I imagine you do. Beware that other points don't find your trunk, as they have tried to find mine.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I was gonna be mad at that pun, but it connected us, so.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So
My grandfather once spent time in Underhaven. He was an ambassador there from here. Do you know what happened to him? Do they tell the stories of my grandfather down there?
No, unfortunately, they don't tell a whole lot of beast folk history in our schools.
You'll have to forgive me. I am not from Underhaven and have only been there a short time, and I have not heard any stories about the history other than this vague mentioning of the zombies.
For the record, I couldn't agree more about Underhaven and grasping beyond their reach, but it's our home, so it's kind of what we gotta do, right?
And
You
yet
do anything you could for your home.
you stay there, child, instead of joining your kin here.
My only family is in Underhaven, and I don't know any of you guys, so all my
My
stuff's there.
grandfather was killed in your civil war. And yet, the benevolence of our people up here have maintained ties. But recent events have led me to think that perhaps we should not. You say your city is running low on resources.
This is what we have been told, yes.
Yes.
Then perhaps I should show you something myself. Come with me, young ones.
Oh, I
And
hope it is
he-
a map. I hope he's going to show us.
That'd be real easy, wouldn't it?
Corvass is not very smart.
I don't.
That would be
think
like
so.
the
Yeah.
easiest way. And then we could burn like a whole day of vacation and be like, look at all the struggle we
don't
went
think
through to
that's
get this
what's
map. You
gonna-
should give us
I-
more money for it.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen, guys.
Little,
We should-
little furry one, look and see if any of these rooms are labeled map room.
Why me?
You can read this language, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think anything's going to be labeled map room. I don't think it's just going to be out there like that. Maybe we should just follow the Mayor Maximus.
Guys, maybe we should just walk. Let's go.
That's what I said. Thank you.
Maximus is
Got a
waiting
job
for
to
you
do.
outside and says,
I am very confused as to why you remained standing inside my home without me. But you
We're
are
not- okay, let's go.
I imagine we were
wait.
following and whispering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me
we're
too.
like,
Yeah.
we're walking and talking.
I'm sorry. Before we go any further, before you show us this thing, Kit, I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Can I have my bow back? I'm kind of useless without it.
see what he says after the mayor's showed you what he wants to show you. We'll see what he says.
All right.
Don't worry on
If
it.
anything
So make
happens
sure
to that bow,
Oh, don't worry. Nothing
I'm
will
coming.
happen to the bow without happening to you first.
Now that's not very nice. I don't like it when you make threats against my friend like that.
Yes,
I
and
know.
you're very small.
I don't like threats either.
What about me ever gave you the impression that I intended to be nice?
Well,
And
Well-
Maximus looks at Ollie and says, I am a pachyderm, but I am not here to herd a pack. Let's move.
all right.
And
Newt
Okay,
is
okay.
already walking along, holding holding Custard's hand.
Oh,
I love it.
Tanya is
Our
just going
first
to go like
romance arc.
this at Kit.
Custard is just kind of just like agreeing to hold hands, but also just kind of like staring straight ahead and just going wobble. Wobble.
Aw.
Yes, that's what I thought.
All right.
Mm.
Mayor Maximus takes you all to a warehouse, and in the warehouse, you see what are a number of empty shelves. It is barren. It looks like it's been ransacked. And in the back of the room, you see what appears to have been a tunneled hole. And Maximus says to you all, 3 days ago, this storeroom was filled to the gills. If you'll pardon the pun, I don't see any fish folk here. With crystals. They are all gone.
Is that a wormhole?
Roll a nature check.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I
Ooh.
wanted to go check
Yeah.
investigate the
Yeah,
holes
yeah.
to see if
Okay.
there's any signs of worm sign.
Let me see here. Where's my nature? Oh, yes.
Can I
Love
assist?
Sure.
Would that be? How do we play as
Advantage.
this? Okay, got it. All right, cool deal.
I mean, that's usually what we do, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, Michael, roll your nature check. You roll a nature check first. Tell me what it is.
yeah.
18.
Okay. Yeah, Sean, you can roll with advantage.
I rolled a crit. 28.
Nice.
Okay.
God.
So when you see this hole, it gives every appearance of being the size and style of a wormhole that you're used to seeing. However, where a wormhole is not, it's they chew through the rock, right? So you're going to see bite marks, irregularities. This is smoothly bored. It was not made by a worm. It is meant to give the appearance of being a wormhole, but it was not made by a worm.
Yes, this is all wrong. None of the rocks have the melting from the acid in the saliva. There is no
No.
teeth scratching. Somebody stole all of your crystals.
Who did this?
That's what we were afraid of, but none of us were daring enough to venture after a worm. They are very dangerous creatures, and
That's
we are
true.
not strong enough. We wouldn't dare lose our people. This is one storehouse of many, but it is also the third that's been hit.
Are there? You say there are other storehouses?
Yes. Same tunnel. We haven't investigated them, but this was the most recent. It appears to have been hit within the day.
All
He says
three
3
within
days
a day?
ago.
Wow.
3 days.
This one was hit within the day.
Okay.
Oh, I,
I
see.
don't think one has to be terribly insightful to wager that this is going to be a scratching your back, scratching our back sort of a situation.
I don't know exactly what map you're looking for. I have a map that's been passed down in my family that I will turn over to you if you can decipher the riddle of the crystals. Find out if it is the worms or if it's something else.
Well, let's just start by looking around this place, right?
Gladly.
Investigate.
Sure.
Likewise.
I
Just
can-
looking for any
I'll help.
clues, signs of anything. That's behind.
I'll help you, Katie. Let me see what I
Thanks.
get. Oh,
A
I
six?
could
six.
use.
It appears to be a
No, I said
ransacked
thanks.
storeroom. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Hold
And
on.
he's giving advantage, so he's rolling, trying to give advantage to let him roll.
If I do, okay. I rolled a 7.
So no advantage.
roll.
I tried. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, I rolled a 11, so.
I mean, it's not obvious to you much of anything other than there were crystals here, they are now gone. And as you've been told, this hole was made in a fashion as to appear as though it was done by a worm, but wasn't. With an 11, it seems a little warmer in here than it should be just by the gas lamps.
Oh. It's a little warm
Can we
in
feel
here,
that
don't you think?
warmth coming out of the hole, out of the tunnel?
Make a perception check. Assemble your dice tower.
Right.
That is a 17.
Nice.
Doesn't appear as though it's just coming up from the hole. It's almost like there's a miasma of warmth that's sort of lingering here.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
That's much better. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
You're familiar that when there is the presence of certain magical things, they can leave either creatures or objects, that they can leave residual heat behind, such as that you're feeling in this room, but it's not enough to know what exactly it was. There's too many different things in the world that would leave that sort of residual heat behind.
Okay,
But you
so
have the sense that it's probably magical in nature, yes.
So what I'm getting here, it's a little bit warm. There's a miasma of warmth. There's a multitude of different magical items and magical activities that could lead to something feeling warm in a room such as this one. And it's too warm for it to be the gas lamp, so don't even try to go there. And then, as my friends here was saying, my new buddy Corvath, it appears that this tunnel was made by something that's not a worm, probably some kind of machinery. So my bet is we're looking for some kind of artificer who has a magic digging machine. That's my best guess.
The lines are too clean to be the worm. Absolutely.
Am I the only one who? Yeah, am I the only one who wants to go down this wormhole?
If I go down the wormhole.
I was literally thinking the same thing, yes.
Let's go down the wormhole.
But yeah,
Is it wormhole or wormhole?
Warm, as in not
I
quite
still
hot.
can't tell. It sounds like you're saying either
not-
one.
Not hot, but warm.
You want a wormhole.
Like you could be.
All
It
of you
is.
with
I am
accent,
really.
you can't.
I am too cool. I need to
Luke, what are they
warm up.
saying?
I'm gonna just.
Oh shit, sorry.
Corvath's gonna
not-
light one of his lamps. He has these chemical lamps, and he's gonna pull one out on his belt and just start walking down the hole.
Really?
Oh,
Could I have my bow back now, please?
oh,
You
yeah.
may need the armaments kit. Hand the bow back over.
Unless you would like to come with us, little kid person.
No, I'm quite fine right where I am. I'll leave the
Don't want
danger
to
to
be
you
saving the world.
And Maximus looks at you all and says, I don't trust your kind at all. But perhaps we can establish some rapport if you can do this for us.
You know,
Re-establish rapport.
You know, it's very possible that your granddad was a hero in the war. And since this cache is basically the only thing left, there might be some historical information.
Well, since the Underhavers never made sense to write anything down, I suppose we'll never know.
Well, that's my point.
Unless we find it.
There could be records.
Absolutely.
I have doubts, but perhaps I have a shred of hope.
All right then, cheerio.
We'll do what we can for you. We promise.
Thank you.
Are you all heading into the hole?
100%.
I had a nickel.
All right, everybody is heading into the hole, and I think that is where we will take a bathroom break.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right, so stay right there. Those of you watching on YouTube, Little inside baseball. You're getting this on tape delay. But we'll be right back.
We're speaking to you from the past.
That's not that spooky.
Oh, it's not. You're right.
No.
Now,
We're going to be here till 11 hashing this out. All right. You guys ready?
yes.
Let's do it.
Want to count us back in?
It's already going.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hi,
Patreon stuff.
welcome back. We hope you had a lovely bathroom break. We discussed the anatomical features of female axolotl that have been anthropomorphized. So I hope you had just as much fun as we did. You step into the hole. A tunnel takes you down into a small cave entrance. Can everyone see this cave entrance?
Scroll way down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me
Yeah.
a moment.
You're gonna have to zoom out.
Zoom to fit, and then drag
There
yourself
we go.
where you need it.
Wait, how do I
How do we
zoom
need
to
drag
fit?
ourselves?
Oh god.
Click the little
The
zoom box.
percentage number on top of the zoom
Is this
bar.
the entrance here?
Oh god.
Do you see a
Is that the
plus and
entrance?
minus bar on the right
Yes.
side of your screen? Above that, do you
Yes.
see a number?
Yes.
That's
Click
the
the number.
percentage you're zoomed in. Click on that number and zoom to fit.
Oh,
is an
got it.
option.
Okay,
There you go.
got you.
Okay,
And
that's a
mini lesson on roll 20
Oh, yeah.
for you.
yeah, that's a roll 20 thing that I had to look up how to do. So like, yeah, don't feel bad.
Am I
Yeah,
at
go
the
ahead
entrance?
and yeah, feel free to put some tokens down,
Oh,
everybody.
Oh god.
That part.
Oh god, bear with me.
That's gonna be
How does one
tricky.
simply?
We
If
got you.
need- one does
Use
not
clicker-
simply put tokens on a map.
Click your
Help.
name and drag it.
Okay.
Oh well, James can also
There it
drop
goes.
all of us on.
Yeah,
there.
if you want me to go, I can do it.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
great
look.
because I'm
Sean has a
incapable.
knight's icon.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Oh
didn't.
god.
I would have made tokens for everybody if I had known.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I could have done that too.
one of
I
these
need an
days.
adult. Okay, thank you.
We'll fix that out. Okay, so everybody's on the map. So you
I'll make-
find
I'll make
yourself in a fairly wide cave
We can do
opening.
it.
There are torches that have been lit and placed here. In addition, you see crystals scattered everywhere, as though they've been hastily taken into this room, and some have been dropped as they've been removed. There is a tunnel to the northeast.
So you're saying there's crystals that look like they've been dropped?
Yeah, if you see on the map, there's some purple. Those are just sort of like clumps of crystals that have been dropped on the
Uh-huh.
ground.
like
They're loose.
they were holding too many and trying to get away fast and drop some.
So it looks like they were going this way, so I say we go this way.
That's
Makes sense to
logical.
Could we? I would perhaps best we get the drop on whoever we are following. Please gather around me.
Oh, can you
Corvat's
gather around
also
this way?
gonna-
Where I've
Corvat's
already
also-
walked.
Also gonna grab up a couple of crystals as to tuck in his bag. Why not?
I'm already up here
Yeah.
if everyone else wants to come where I am, so I don't have to be walking
Well-
back and forth all the
Well,
time.
I'm walking up to you. I'm walking up
Oh,
to you.
okay.
If you would just turn around and look at me, that might help.
Can't
Look.
So I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace on us. So everyone will get a plus. What is that?
10.
Plus
A
10.
plus
10 to
10 to stealth
Yeah.
if we would like to sneak forward.
I
Uh,
really
and-
need it, but I could have done that.
I
So
know
my stealth is 10.
Well,
Delia
I'm a
is
rock
wearing
person, so
heavy armor. Is anyone else wearing heavy armor?
Nope.
Okay, so
Just
do remember
my
that.
natural buck.
Is anyone else wearing medium armor that confers disadvantage on stealth checks?
I'm wearing medium armor, but it does not have
Okay.
disadvantage.
nice.
All right, so Delia is going to have disadvantage on stealth checks despite the plus 10.
That's fine. I'm also gonna have disadvantage on stealth checks because I can't move my token.
Really?
I physically can't. I've tried every single tool that I can
That is
try,
wild.
and I can't.
You're on the little mouse looking thing on the left hand menu.
Yes,
Okay, so let's try this. Let me delete Delia.
I can like. Okay,
Oh, no!
I can like select the spot.
Okay, so
She's
if
gone.
you go, I took her off the map.
I know.
Go to the
You're in
journal
character.
tab in the top right.
Okay.
Wasn't character.
Okay.
Click on your character's name, not their picture, but the name, and
Okay.
drag it onto the map.
Okay.
There you go.
This makes, okay, now I can move her. Yay!
Yep, there you go.
Yay.
Cool.
Thanks.
I'll also collect some of these crystals.
Perfect.
I'd also like to see if I can see if there's any more markings, like the ones that we found upstairs, or like trying to find like more in-depth markings, like I guess tracking this thing.
No. Okay, so make a survival check.
Survival, yeah.
Here we go. Survival. Let me just check something. I'm so sorry. Still working out how this character works. Let me see here. Oh, okay. So I can. So my natural explorer thing for my ranger is this underground area, whatever it is. So.
Okay. Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah. So let's see. That is a 24 survival.
Nice.
So, and while I'm tracking, I can learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay.
Depending on what you think that roll grants.
How and how long ago does it work? Like, what was the
So
is there
it
a time frame on that?
doesn't give me a time frame, but I would defer to you in that situation.
Okay.
Like what works, what doesn't.
Sure. You know that looks like there's like one tiny up. You know that roughly. Whoops! I'm accidentally revealing areas that I don't mean to reveal. 18 creatures have recently passed through here. Of medium size.
Does that include us?
No.
Okay.
Great question, Sam.
Glad you asked.
So
All right,
Thanks, James.
Having moved that little, where you let me go ahead and.
Right.
Do any of you have
Alright.
dark vision?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably not.
I have my lantern thing lit, but I do not have dark vision.
I'm not going to play like super strict with the amount of squares you can see ahead of you because
Thank God.
we're on a time crunch.
I generally know what 15 feet is like in.
Yes.
So there's 15 feet of dim light around me.
I would say, if you guys want, I can cast light if we want to be able to see.
Go for it.
Whatever you
Well,
like.
I will.
I'll be trying to be
Sure.
kind of sneaky so that they don't know that we're coming. So maybe it's best if we don't just suddenly have 60 feet of light all around us.
It's not a
That'd
bad
be
idea.
great.
Fair point.
Well,
Fair point.
Okay.
This out.
Look, Onyx and I both can see in the dark, so we can just be in the front.
I was planning on taking point anyway. Sorry, you were going to say something, Newt, and then also, yes.
did Corvath not just
Delia.
light a chemical lamp and hang it on his belt?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's in the back for the people who need to see in the back.
Okay. How much light does that put out? Is what I'm
15
asking.
feet of dim light around
Okay.
me.
Bet.
That's why I said that. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Great.
Oh,
Hey, you've got dim light.
sweet.
You can see up into this tunnel. Again, you can't see much further than what you can't really see any further than what I've revealed, but the tunnel appears to go to the north at this point.
Well, let's sneak on
Lead.
forward.
Lead on,
Guess we'll get
dark
on.
seeing friends.
All right. I'll roll a stealth roll, and I move it normal speed
Oh,
because of the natural explorer.
It's fine. Can you put me? Yeah, roll your stealth roll and then show me on the map where you're going to be.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is like
Hold on.
actual dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
God, rogues with this
You'll say
are
that.
so stupid. That's 37 for stealth.
Okay, you are so silent as to go completely invisible, and your party can no longer see you. No. Nothing is alerted to your presence. Tell me where you are, Sean.
Okay.
Where is?
Up to about here behind this rock and like kind of look over it a little bit, since it looks like that's a ledge.
Go ahead and show you what's around this area.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, as they're moving, I'm gonna.
Yeah, same.
Follow.
Okay.
Oh,
In this area, you see a number of crude wooden tables that have been set up as though they are dining tables. There's some crude wooden implements and some not great food that appear to be sitting on those tables. And around them, you see 5 of these guys. Oh, no, hold on. Let's use the select tool and make it bigger. You see 5 of these guys.
Oh God.
oh,
Oh, good God. The crystal demons.
They are currently involved in, gathering up some food and stuffing it into their little mouths. They don't notice you.
Has anyone seen any peoples who look like this around Underhaven? Because I sure haven't.
What the heck is this little guy with horns?
So we
Don't
should probably
like it.
capture one of them so we can show. We should probably capture one of them so we can show. What's his face up there? Who's been stealing the crystals, right?
yeah, it seems
We
like
can do
And
that.
then I can shoot all the rest of them, right?
I think we can.
I don't see why
Great.
not.
James.
Which one you want to catch?
I don't feel great about just attacking people out of nowhere.
Oh, you can talk to them if you want, but I'll be back here with my gun pointed straight at them.
I'll cover you, but we also can't guarantee your safety if you go talk to them.
Ugh.
I'm not the best at talking to people.
As a far traveler, would I recognize this creature?
Make a... Oh, what check do I want you to...
Something I'm good at, preferably.
History?
I say, in my religious knowledge, is this a creature that I would recognize?
Okay. I love how every time a new song comes up, the volume goes back up. Newt, make a nature check, and Delia can make a religion check.
19.
19,
18.
18.
Ooh, can I turn Arcana to see if they're the source of the heat?
Sure.
Mm-hmm, 12. Not helpful. I tried.
All right. With the 19 on the nature check, Newt, you've never seen these creatures before, but you've heard tale of demonic entities known as imps, and these largely strike you as being akin to what you've heard. Delia with an 18, you again know that there are demons that exist in the world, but you've never seen one. Certainly they're not familiar to the denizens of Underhaven. And the
No, they're
Arcana
demons.
check, hey, they look like they could be hot guys. You don't know.
An 11 was enough to notice the heat and the asthma, so I thought maybe those are chance.
You know.
They might be, but it's unclear. You'd have to probably get closer.
These are bad things.
If it's
It depends on who you ask, I guess, but you know.
You guys gonna talk to them or what? Like, we'll cover you from here, but that's about all I can offer.
do they even
They-
speak our language?
Not likely.
God, what languages do I speak?
I'm
Demons are problematic, though.
And they got a crystal,
And
so
they got a lot of these crystals, and they don't belong to them.
can I
So-
shoot?
these are not medium sized, correct, James?
Oh,
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
actually
They
ask
are
that.
actually tiny.
Yeah,
So
I was
I
gonna
should have
ask
said
that.
earlier that there are. excuse me. There are 3 medium-sized creatures and 15 tiny creatures
Got
that
it.
have
Okay.
passed through here recently.
All right. These are some
There
of
a
the
chance-
creatures that have passed through.
Is there a chance we can question them and ask us to take them to their leader? And be
Are you
like,
asking me, or are you asking the group?
no, just the party.
Well, how about this? We go through them until there is only one left, and then we see how everybody feels.
We probably don't want them to run, right? So, how many
No.
exits we got here?
Yeah, can we see like the other side of the room? Oh my god, I need a new mouse.
No, you can't. You won't be able to see any further until you move into the room.
Oh,
What
jeez.
if,
Okay.
That's right. I'm a jerk.
what if I shake the ground a little and make them fall down, and then we each go and grab one of them?
We could try that.
Brilliant.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, then I'm going to cast Earth Tremor. And they
Nice.
should all. Let's see.
Yeah, what's the radius?
Well, no, then I'm gonna use Erupting Earth, is what I'm gonna use.
Nice.
And right underneath this middle table, so centered here. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
A fountain
the
of
eggs.
churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot
Oh,
cube.
God.
So they have to make dexterity saving throws.
Is that gonna hit all of them or just some
I
of
don't know
them?
what's 20 feet on this map. There you
Every
go.
every
Uh,
every square is 5 feet. So
It will hit the tables, which will upend them, which then should upend the people sitting at them.
okay. All right. So did they make saving rolls of any kind? Dex.
Dexterity, please.
It looks like they're just barely. I don't know, it's hard to tell.
Like I said, it'll upturn the table
they're
that
just
even
out
out
of range.
anyway. So
Yeah. This guy will definitely get it,
Yep.
and this guy will definitely get it.
And what's the save against?
13.
If you center it
Yeah.
here, like on these eggs, it'll hit everybody.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 of them pass. We'll say the
Oh.
2 on the ends fail, and they notice obviously what just happened, and suddenly you start hearing their. Did
Your
everyone?
what?
You're what? I heard
Your
you.
mic.
Cut out. Oh,
There it is.
okay.
Did anyone
Yes.
take Infernal as a language?
No.
No.
No, I have
Uncommon.
Celestial.
Why would I expect you to take Infernal? So yeah, you don't understand anything they're saying. But 2 fall
That's great.
over. This one here starts dashing this way.
Which way?
Hold on. He dashes up this way.
Shoot.
Hey, come on.
I
Head-
can't eat them anymore.
This
I
one's
was
gonna
gonna
go.
try and cast Hold Person, but whoopsies.
This- This guy's gonna go this way,
Oh no.
and this one's gonna go this way.
How far can
I
they
didn't-
get?
They've got a move speed of 30 feet, and they are daffing.
Yeah.
60 feet.
I should have said I was. Oh, I should have said I was.
You should
holding
just
an
let me
action.
shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh
Love
god. Okay.
All right. We're done. Oh my god. Hey, we got our first natty 1, y'all.
Let's go.
Nat
Sweet.
1.
If you click on your token and make the roll, it should show up on the turn order.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
I
rolled
forgot.
it on my real dice. So that's
Yeah.
a
Samesies.
19.
Oh, that's
Which-
right.
but
so
I
I
now
will-
also got a 19.
But
Alright,
I'll
so
still
I'll-
just
You can-
click on myself,
add people. That's right.
and then
Yeah,
I'll
just
add it
add
in.
us.
Yep.
And then I'll just
Wait,
do this.
what?
Yeah,
So you click your token.
have to add
Mhm.
us. I
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. If you click on your token and hit initiative, it'll automatically add you. And then you can change. That's what I just
see
did.
Yeah.
initiative on the
Yeah.
token.
No, you
have
have
to
to go to your
into your
token,
You have to go
and
to
then
your
go to your character
character
sheet and hit initiative,
Yes,
and
that's
it'll
the new-
automatically add you to the turn
don't.
order.
That's
Got
the
it.
normal
Oh,
way
Michael
to
didn't do
do
it. Michael didn't do a
in
character
here.
sheet.
I don't have a
Oh,
character.
that's right.
One
Yes,
moment.
you'll have to add you.
That's fine.
Character sheet.
But I rolled a 13.
Oh
If I
god.
could just
Okay.
remember how to add
Okay,
folks.
it's fine.
Just right click on me.
Okay.
I
It's
think.
fine.
There you go.
Yeah, and then if you want to roll your own dice, you just click on the number and you can adjust it to whatever you actually rolled.
Just added you to the map again. That's not what I want to do. It's okay. I can record turn order. It's fine. We'll figure this out for next time. My bad.
Hold on.
Hey, no
I'll
worries,
figure it
man.
out. So there's a way to do it.
I'm not worried. For the sake
Keep
of
going.
time,
Yeah, keep going.
record here.
Sure.
Oh well, the imps did not roll well, so.
Sweet.
All
I
right.
didn't either.
They rolled worse than you.
Wow.
All right. Newt, what did you roll?
13.
Okay, and Corvath,
Also a 13.
who's got the
Aw.
higher dex.
Speed us.
Rollies.
All right. So that means
Yeah, probably me.
Tanya, you can go
Rolling the
first.
bet.
Tanya.
Oh gosh, sorry. I was looking at my spells. Cool. So one you said went this way,
Yes.
and one went this way.
Yes. And one
Alright.
went this way.
Cool. And I only can go so far.
On your small raccoon legs.
Well, when I attack, I can go further. Okay, I guess I'll move to here. Can I see any further that way now?
Sure.
Come on.
No, not polygon reveal. Come on. Just.
Those polygons want to reveal, man. Ugh.
I still can't see him. All right. Can I guess you can't split up a dash, huh? You have to declare that you're dashing before you move.
I don't care. If you wanna take your action to dash, you can go ahead and dash. I mean, it's an action, not a move, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I could go ahead and just move 60 feet now.
yeah. Well, you can move another 30 feet. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
You did your 30 feet movement. If you want to use your action to dash, then you can move another 30 feet.
I see what you're saying. All right.
Technically, dashing combines your movement and your action, but you can break them up.
Yes.
I gotcha. All right. Can I see more from here?
No, not around the corner.
Okay. Cool.
Here, I'll give
That's
you
fine.
this.
All right, guys. He's really far. I can't see him.
Delia.
That's my turn.
Or do you have a bonus action you'd like to take or anything like that?
Wow. I didn't even think about bonus actions. I
Held.
do. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do actually. I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat.
Oh, yes.
Queen.
So, that means
So
you
on
get
each
to
of my
move
turns
again,
until
right?
the spell ends, I can take the dash action as a bonus action. So I'm going to continue my 30 feet at a time movement.
Well,
Ah.
actually, so you're using Expeditious Retreat as your bonus action. Does that mean you get to move the same turn you use Expeditious Retreat?
No, it does not. Good call. That's my turn now.
All right. But your next turn, you can dash on your bonus action.
There you go.
Delia.
Oh, and so what that looks
Yeah.
like, just so y'all know, is my little. You may have noticed that my legs were prosthetic metal below the knee. They start like making sound, and like out of my little bag comes these. Oh no, not never mind. So they start making sound as my legs extend, and become more curvy, so that I have more like cheetah-looking legs to move faster.
Ooh.
I love it.
Mm.
I love it.
Fancy.
That's it. Thank you.
Mike is like not picking me up. Delia,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay, great. I will use my little 25 feet of movement. Bless her. A wholesome girl.
Oh, little half legs.
Yeah, she's just a little guy. Yeah, I'll just get like right up here beside this barrel, I guess, I assume. Yeah. I'll just get like here. And I would like to cast Hold Person on the imp in the middle.
Okay.
And that is a wisdom save.
These guys are not. Well, they got more wisdom than I thought. 15.
Does not save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is held in place.
All right.
And yeah, that'll end my turn for right now.
Cool. All right, that makes it Newt's turn.
Newt will come 40 feet this way.
Dang.
Dude.
Somewhere around
Damn.
there. And aim her thorn whip at this other one. So she's just gonna like from within her treeness, a thorny vine lashes out and attempts to wrap around that little guy on the ground. And do I get advantage on the attack because he fell over?
He's prone. I don't remember. Sure. Yes.
I think prone, you get advantage on attacks. Yeah.
On melee attacks, I think, right? It's disadvantage on ranged.
It's not disadvantage, no. It's just I think it was just normal.
And because Thorn Whip is like it's a whip that is extending out, I'm not going to call it ranged for the purposes of this attack.
Yeah.
You're the nicest.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense to me.
An awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. With the damage, that is a 22.
Body, right?
Nice.
That'll hit.
So we're gonna take. He's gonna take 8 points of piercing damage, and I'm gonna pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Okay. All right.
I got one.
And you can see down this way. Let's see. Do you have dark vision?
I don't think so.
Well, because there's some lights in here, I'll give you 30 feet.
Thanks.
All right.
Just enough to see that there are other directions.
Yeah. Corvath.
Corvath is going to charge directly at the corner of this table, and I want to like take my axe and heave the table to knock it into this other imp in the middle. Can I do that?
Sure.
Well, he's held.
So
Can't dodge.
Perhaps an athletics check?
Perhaps.
I love this.
Yeah, make an athletics check.
I get to do those with advantage because of a racial feature.
Yes.
Special feature.
He's also
Right.
really held in place.
That's an 18.
Okay. So you send the table careening at this imp. Make a unarmed attack roll.
I love it.
That is... What's my strength mod?
We should probably be doing
Nice.
a better job
9.
of explaining the rules as we go for people who have not played D&D.
Was that a-
That's the point of the show.
Yeah, that's not a bad
But
idea.
9 points. 9 points.
So, for the purposes of those of you who aren't familiar with D&D, when I ask somebody to make a check, they are rolling a 20-sided die, and they are adding certain modifiers based on their character sheets and how they've built their character. My hope is at some point in the near future, if you visit us at grimstonegaming.com, everybody's character sheet will be available to view on the website in the near future, so you can see everybody's character sheet and see how they've built their characters. And then you can send us questions about how we built their characters, and we'll answer them for you. But
now,
basically,
we'll put them on our Patreon.
yes. And so, based on their role and adding whatever modifiers that they have either added or subtracted from the role, I get to determine if whatever maneuver they've attempted was successful or a failure. In the terms of attacks, it's going to be, did they successfully attack this creature? And then we roll different dice to determine what the damage was. All good?
Great explanation, James. Good job.
All right.
Well done.
So Michael, that 9, was that an attack roll, or was that just your damage?
That was the damage.
Okay. Do me a favor. Do an unarmed attack roll, as though seeing if you're actually hitting him with the table.
Oh, I see.
The
Gotcha.
improvised
The-
weapon.
Yes. The athletics check made sure you could actually move the table.
Oh, I see. That makes
Improvised
sense.
weapon's
That
probably
makes
the better.
sense. Yeah.
Way of phrasing that. Yeah.
So that's a 15 on the die.
Yeah, that'll hit him. So go ahead and do your damage now.
Woo!
Not
With,
at 9.
And a 9 on. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. You just hear him go.
As a bonus action, I hit him with Hunter's Mark.
Cool. He's marked.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Onyx.
All right. Onyx will. Let's see here. Let me see. Onyx is going to move up while staying hidden if she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can she see down into this passageway with 60 feet of dark vision?
Sure. Let's see. Yeah.
All right. Ha!
Got him.
He doesn't know that I'm there, does he?
He's not looking in your direction. He's just running.
Marvelous. Okay, so this isn't advantage. This is just a straight attack roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, will that be with my sneak attack damage?
There's no special thing you have that means you don't need advantage for sneak attack, is there?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Let me.
You're not playing a swashbuckler, so I'm assuming no.
No. Let me see here. I can deal 2d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, you need advantage for sneak attack.
I do not.
Okay.
Too bad. That's okay. All right. That is... Oh, full damage. That is... 13 damage.
All right, tell me how this imp is slain.
Yes.
Onyx just takes the arrow and knocks it like she's done thousands of times, and just breathes in, breathes out, and lets loose. And this just goes straight through the thing's neck. It doesn't even know it went through, and it just keeps running till it falls.
All right, crystals clatter to the ground as it falls. All right, so that makes it the imp's turn.
Whip.
Oh, yeah, more turn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I am going to use my bonus action to bounce back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's my turn. Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's do the imps. So this one here is going to use... He's prone, so he's going to use half his movement to stand up.
He's also paralyzed.
He's also... That's right. So he
Doesn't he have a table on top of him?
Yeah,
And
he
hold
can't-
person.
You know
He's
what?
in,
He can't do anything.
he's in rough shape. He's having
He
a
can
bad
try
day.
and make a save again, but
Fucking,
Okay,
the ground erupted, and then this dude knocked
remind
a
me, hold person paralyzed means you can't take any actions either, right?
give me one moment.
I believe so.
Paralyzed is incapacitated and cannot move or speak. It automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so it's a wisdom save to try and break the hold person again.
It is. It is.
Nope, 13's not going to do it. So he just kind of sits there helplessly.
Oh, buddy.
This one here is not. Is it grappled with the thorn whip, or is he just kind of like there?
That's a
He's
great
pulled it.
question. 'Cause
I don't believe thorn whip grapples. It just pulls
No,
them closer, right?
He would have to do a check to.
Alright.
To be, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was intending to bind him in that way, but it does not
Your best.
automatically happen with the spell.
Got it.
alone.
All right. So he is going to make some noises, and then he goes invisible. But he was carrying a cluster of green crystals.
Can I still
And-
see them?
You see the faint outline of an imp in green as he tries to run from you. So 5. So you're gonna
Aw.
get an opportunity attack. So go ahead and I assume you want to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Can I just attempt, since he's now close enough to me, can I just kind of wrap branches around him and attempt to grapple?
I don't know that grapple can be used as a reaction. So I would say just your reaction is your opportunity attack is just an attack based on whatever weapon or whatnot you have.
Okay, I'd like to, in that case, I'm going to just kind of take. Sorry. I was just checking my spells. I'm gonna use one of my branches as my quarterstaff, and I'm going to tap him on the head. And I say tap because I know that they're small and squishy, and I saw how fast the other one got taken down. So I'm aiming
Would you like
not
to do
kill.
non-lethal damage?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
non-lethal damage.
All right. So go ahead and roll an attack.
For those of you watching at home, that is a thing that a player can declare so as to not kill the target.
If you don't declare it, you do a mortal blow.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you do enough damage.
If you do enough
Correct.
damage.
Okay.
Nice.
that
Mortal blow.
is- Jeez, that's an 18.
Yeah.
Nice.
You bonk him on the head good.
I got a
Roll
good
your
modifier for that one.
All right. Roll your damage for me.
Oh. Only 8 plus 5. That's a lot.
You know what? You knock him unconscious.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 points on the die. Plus
Yeah,
5.
He's out.
Hey!
All right.
As a
Then-
bonus action, can I start wrapping him in branches?
Well, it's not your turn.
yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah,
he's-
it was a reaction. Sorry.
Yeah, it's reaction, so no. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. And then. Okay. The imps have taken their turns. And that makes us back to the top of the order, and Tanya.
Tawny's like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking catch one of these guys. And she, like, crouches all of a sudden, bares her teeth, and suddenly bursts forth. She's using her Procyon agility, allowing her to move with a burst of speed, and she can double her speed until the end of the turn. So she's gonna move 60 feet.
He's not going to be able to see you. Hope you're safe.
So that's 40 to get
Zoomed out.
there.
I'm not gonna look up there.
Yeah, it's too zoomed out. Too slow.
Yeah.
There's a big map.
It is a very big map.
Aha.
Hey, it's an
And I think
experiment.
she
We
can, is that
learned.
him there?
It is an experiment.
No, that's not him. That's like a little crystal cluster.
All right, so she's gonna move another 20 feet. Wait, what was that? Here, I think.
It's fine. Just do this.
Perfect. She's gonna use her bonus action to move again and dash. Oops. So that gives her another, is that 60 feet? Or is that only 30?
Another 30.
What is happening? There we go. Perfect. All right, and she has a climb speed equal to her walking speed, so she's legit just gonna scamper up the wall.
I love it.
I have so many
And
regrets
then-
right now.
No, you don't.
And she's just gonna cling on with one hand and level her gun at the imp and say, "Prepare to die."
Okay. Put can you put Tanya on the map where she is then?
Yeah.
So I
She
can
is here, but on the wall.
All right, roll your attack.
Come on, mama. Damn it, really? That was such a cool thing to say, too. It's only 11.
You're well, you're cool.
Poetry. Poetry. You can't write this shit.
Your cool statements have inspired the imp to go. Your gun does not aim true, and you miss.
Can I just
Crystal
let go
pistol.
and drop on him?
Sure, you can let go, but you're just there in combat with him now.
At least I'm within.
All right, Delia,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. Cool. Well, I'm still concentrating on holding this guy. So, I guess I pull out my little measure tool here.
It makes you feel better.
And I'm gonna.
Concentrate just means that she can't cast another concentration spell without losing her hold
Right.
on the imp.
That's correct. You
Yes,
know what?
thank
I'm
you,
so
Katie.
glad I have experienced players here to explain the game for me, so I don't
And
have
if-
to.
And if
Yeah.
she gets hit hard, she has to make a save to not break concentration.
Constitution saving throw.
Because of the feat that I took, I get to roll that twice and take the higher number.
We will,
Beautiful.
That's called
be-
advantage,
Anyway.
folks.
we will do this better with other systems because we'll actually be learning it at the same time for most of it. But
Why can I not move her? Okay, there we go.
Maybe
I'm gonna move.
Roll
maybe we
20
can take an
flag.
episode of Level Up to explain some
yeah,
dungeons.
that's
Ooh,
a
yeah.
good idea. Or I was gonna like tack on a disclaimer, but that's better. Tune into the next episode of Level Up.
Okay,
for a
yeah, we're
brief
this is
tutorial on Dungeons and Dragons if you aren't familiar with the rules.
Cool.
Sure.
I would
Wednesday
like
at 7.
to.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
I
this
would
is
like
coming
to
out
move the-
next week.
Feet
next week.
and
Hasn't happened yet.
You're what now? What are you doing, Delia?
yeah, so I would like to move my 25 feet and just see what I can see from right here.
Yeah, about what you already can see.
Great. Then
Good.
I will
I'll
take.
give you that, and that.
Cool.
Mm.
I will then, I guess. Oh god. I'll take the dash action and move another 25 feet and just get myself in a better position. I'm trying to find the measure tool again. I will put myself right there.
Just spread out.
Just, yep. This is going to work really well.
Got
This is
it.
going to work really
I'm sure it'll
well.
be fine. Sure. And then I'll see what I can see there with my dash action.
Because there's a torch behind you, I'll give you some pretty lengthy vision.
Thanks,
there.
man.
Those
Yeah.
bright ass torches. Okay, those
Yeah,
LED
right? Damn.
Those are some of them LED
man.
torches.
You know, you
God is
don't,
an awesome guy.
not everything has to be so scrupulously rule based.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yes,
Some games are
Yeah.
more fun when you can mod them.
Correct.
indeed.
All
Honestly,
right. Anything else you want to do?
nothing that's useful right now, so that'll end my turn.
Newt.
Newt. Oh, I should have moved the map. I was trying to take notes at the same time. Sorry, audience. You can't see the whole map, so you didn't see where she moved, but that's okay. There she is. I'm gonna.
It's a big map.
I would like to go over to the unconscious imp and tie him up with vines from
Okay.
myself. need to-
That's fine. Go ahead and make a straight strength check for me.
Great. That's a dirty 20, which means
Cool.
that I did not roll it on the dice, but adding my modifier makes it a 20.
Yes, a natural 20 when you roll a 20 on the 20-sided die is a critical success, which has different meanings in different contexts, but generally means you did a real good bang-up job. But even a dirty 20 is pretty good.
A natural 20 can also be a 20 that's grown without the use of herbicides and pesticides.
Or
On GMO
HGH.
20.
Oh my god.
I guess we'll call it NGH, number growth hormone. All right, you grapple him. He is entirely tangled up in your branches.
Hooray! Yeah, I'm just gonna set him up there. Since I have large proportions and I count as bigger, I can carry lots of stuff, so I'm just gonna tie him to one of my branches.
Anything else?
I guess I'll move over to this guy to prepare to tie him up too.
Okay. Corvath.
Well, no, that's the dude that's still under hold person, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, Corvath's gonna step right up to that guy, and if I remember correctly, melee hits auto crit.
Yeah.
Advantage, yeah.
I'm
Or,
also gonna-
yeah, advantage, and then one moment.
And then if it hits,
I'm gonna-
it's
And if it hits, it auto
Yes.
crit.
Yeah, attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature within 5 feet is a critical hit.
Yes.
Nice. I'm gonna remove this.
well,
imp
Yeah,
that you're
baby.
floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's up in my hair now. So.
Yeah.
Air imp.
Yeah, so Corvath is just gonna come kicking the debris of the table and stuff out of the way and just swing that great axe down.
Don't kill him.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him. You already got one. That fucking 20.
Okay.
Yes.
That is
That-
amazing. I'm mad because it was an auto crit, but fuck.
Natural 20 in an attack means that you get to roll double your damage dice. So go ahead there, Michael.
There's a lot of dice. All right.
God.
Yep.
I mean, I want to hear the number, but unless you roll a
God.
1, he's not
He's
going to be
dead.
doing so well.
He's-
Even if you do roll a 1, I think he's out.
But it'll be doubled.
1, then you add the damage modifier.
That is 19 points of slashing damage.
Fantastic. Tell me how you have reduced this guy to a bloody pulp.
I mean, Corvath swung that great axe down so hard that it cleaved him in twain and buried it a little bit into the rock.
All right.
Punch him on my
He is
face.
he is an ex-imp. Onyx.
Yes. Onyx is going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to use my cunning action, which is one of the things that the rogue can do, where I can use my bonus action to do cool shit. So I'm going to dash again.
Anything but cool shit.
Not the
No.
cool shit.
3, 4,
Why?
90 feet
Um,
of cool shit.
5, 6, so that I'm heading up here with Delia.
Yeah.
And
My little legs.
that might be my entire turn.
Uh,
Honestly, that is my entire turn.
Onyx, Onyx, what's your? And I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it for the benefit of the viewership. What's your passive perception?
20.
That's
All right.
passive perception.
Yes.
Passive perception is what? How good are you at just generally perceiving the world around you without trying?
Way
Leave
too
it that way. You hear commotion coming from up here to the northeast.
Okay.
Can you see my ping in the darkness?
Let me
Yeah.
zoom.
in the dark.
Yes.
Yep.
Can't.
You can see it coming from the northeast. I'm pinging
I see.
There
over
it
here.
is.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Tanya.
Yes. Oh, this imp isn't gonna go again?
Oh yeah, I forgot the imps get to go.
I'll take my
Yeah,
turn. Sorry.
sure. No,
The whole
that's
enemy.
great. The imp's
They don't
gonna
have to
try and attack you.
Oh, interesting. I thought for sure it was gonna try to run.
If I could type, that would be fantastic. No, he critically failed. He attempts to bite you, and instead gets a mouthful of the rock wall next to you, and knocks himself unconscious.
Great.
Amazing.
Love that.
I'm gonna just
I love
say I
that.
did that myself.
It's all right. This guy's gonna go. All right, and that's gonna do it for the imps. You are up, Tanya.
Great. So Tanya's like all ready to like shoot this guy again, and then he tries to like hit her, knocks himself unconscious, and she just kind of stops and like looks left and right, like, okay, I'll take it, I guess. And she's gonna pull out her a rope of mending, and she's gonna look at the imp and look at her rope, and she's just gonna cut it in half. She doesn't need all that rope, and she's gonna tie the imp up.
Okay.
And do I need to roll anything for a good knot?
Make a survival check.
Can it be sleight of hand?
Sure can't.
Mm.
You're not trying to sneak.
Yes, but it's dexterity.
Not tying is going to be survival.
Well, it's not going to be a great knot tie then, because survival's not my thing.
Not going
that's
to be a good.
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
So that
Right,
is
it's
just
not-
an
Really got
11.
roped into all these rope puns, huh?
11's enough for you to tie up an unconscious imp. I think you're okay.
All right, cool. And I guess easiest thing, because my strength is not great.
Find you. 'Cause that's what
I guess I can just
I'm
I've like left enough of
also-
the rope to have like
I
a
can-
little leash, and I'm just gonna start like step by step hauling him back down the
Okay.
tunnel,
All right, I'm just going to remove him
making
from
sure
the
he
board.
continues to bump his head on the tunnel so that he
I
stays
can
unconscious.
carry
Aw.
all of these dudes, I bet.
So I was probably half speed.
No, he's not. He's tiny. So
Oh,
you
cool.
can kind of just carry.
Yeah,
you can
they're
grab
little.
him back.
He's like a
He's just
action
a little
figure.
guy.
Okay, so I'll use my expeditious retreat again, and I can
Hey, just
move 60.
Oh my god.
Do. Right by that crystal cluster.
If this isn't the realm that I can do strange voices in, what is?
What is?
I love it.
What
I love
indeed?
I love
Hey,
it.
I got one.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
me
sure
too. Bring
did.
it. I'll head up
All
to
right.
make it easier and come to you. Are we done with combat? Are we done with map?
We're not done with map.
I'm
You
gonna
are-
tell people that I hear people from the northeast and that we need to hide as fast as we can.
Let's stay in combat initiative in initiative
Okay.
order. Delia.
Yeah.
what do you wanna
Do I also hear the commotion?
Well, you don't hear it, but Onyx has alerted you to it.
Cool. Well, in that case, because I am a small creature, could I perhaps I can move my token. There we go. Can I perhaps kind of hide under this table right here?
Sure.
Use my movement to kind of get situated under there, and I would like to hold an action from whenever I see an imp get within range. I would like to hold a sacred flame.
Okay. Specifically when you see an imp?
It is within range, which is 60 feet.
Okay. Newt.
Now it's gonna be something other than imps. So I moved up here.
Oh my god. I hate it here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Words.
I can get.
That's fine. At least it's a cantrip.
all the way up here.
I can just. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. That's the way the game goes.
So I'm gonna come up here so I can take the other unconscious imp from Tanya and also put him in my hair.
Perfect.
You got
I
some
love it.
pretty interesting hair ornaments going on today.
It's gonna be all the rage next season. Just you watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Corvath.
So we have been alerted to the commotion, right?
Correct.
Corvath will kind of acknowledge that and not very sneaky, but okay. And I will take the dash action and hide myself down this tunnel. Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. Onyx.
All right. I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And behind this flip table, I'm going to take the hide action using my cunning action again. That's also another thing I can do. Would you say that what is it called? Pass Without Trace is gone now?
Is it
Now that
10
we're in
minutes?
combat? It's an hour with concentration.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I mean,
still
it's
going.
still on. It's still
Okay.
on.
Yeah, we
You
only
haven't-
did,
you haven't
like-
done anything that requires concentration, or
And we
you
did
didn't
3
do
rounds
anything,
of combat.
right? So-
Cool. Okay.
Who did?
Cool.
Was it Corvath that did Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
That is a.
You can't use 2 skills that require concentration
No.
at the same time.
Unless
That's a
you have like a special feat. There's like a couple of exceptions to that rule, but they're very specific.
Yeah.
If we
Take
start
a lot
talking
of
about
training.
Go ahead, Sean.
Indeed. Sorry. No, you guys were saying important things. That is a 36 stealth.
Just okay, you are well hidden. All right.
For a second, you become part of the table.
This is true. Oh, and I'm holding an action to when I see something come out of here to fire at anything that looks hostile.
All right. With your ability that you had earlier about sensing that things have come through the area, if they were to leave the area, that's not something that you would also notice, is it?
No.
Okay. All right. So out of the darkness, pop
Oh,
out
God.
3 of these guys, and then also
Oh, good.
A bigger one.
Mm.
guy.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Hello?
He looks
Oh my
fun.
God.
Look at those diamond nipples.
I think I met that dude at the last Midsummer Festival.
Potentially. He's gonna join the initiative.
He was selling kebabs.
Cool.
Was he?
Yeah,
Good for him.
I do like a kebab.
You're in range, I think, aren't you?
Oh man, he
He's
sucks.
60. He's 65 feet. He's
Okay.
just out of range.
You're not quite close enough. But
He's in
Go
range
ahead.
for me. All of them are in range for my longbow.
okay.
Because that's 150 feet, I think.
Yeah, because the closest one is like 65 from me.
All right. And I just hid, so this is an advantage. I'm going to shoot at the big guy.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. Come on, buddy. Those don't look like good numbers. What are they? That is an 18 to hit the big guy.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay. So this is a D8 and then 2D6 for sneak attack damage. I need a desk light like Michael. Oh god.
Yeah,
this is
super
real
helpful.
bad. That's only 10 damage on 2D6 plus a D8 plus 5.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
I'm also rolling
Wah, wah.
shitty.
Yeah, that was pretty.
You hear him go, and that makes it. We're back to the top of the order then, right? That was just your held action.
Yeah, that was my held action.
Okay, so Tanya.
Sweet. All right. So I guess I heard Onyx say something about hiding. So as soon as Newt has relieved me of my roped up burden, I am going to climb again. 30 feet. And scamper on the ceiling. Alright, let's spot here. And I am going to cast. Actually, let me see if it reaches.
Come on, please.
Yes, yes it does. Excellent, excellent. Boom, 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 boom. Where did I just say to? Here. Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, great. So it needs to be square. So I need to make a 10-foot square in this general area.
I think you can hit. I think you can hit not the bottom one. So you can hit these three.
Makes sense.
Those three? Yeah, it's fine. Cool. And so what happens is, again, this time, Tanya reaches into her bag of holding and pulls out a handful of little mechanical spiders, which then scurry out to that spot that I just indicated, and they just spew out a puddle of grease. So
Okay.
each creature standing in
Nice.
that area must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall prone.
Okay, this is a magical effect. Yes. They're basically casting the grease spell.
Yes, I'm casting the grease spell.
Nice.
So deck save for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The DC is 15.
All right. The two imps are prone. They fall over. They go like whoop whoop whoop, and like in a Three Stooges episode, and fall over and are prone. But the larger guy just laughs it off.
All right. Well, if he ends his turn there, he'll have to check again.
Okay. Does it
And
make
that's my
it
turn.
difficult terrain or anything like that?
Yes, it is now difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute.
All right, Delia.
Okay. So, seeing Tanya pop out and do her thing, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to hide anymore. So I am going to...
Oh, I'm on this ceiling.
Well, that's fine. You're still, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave about it. It's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna move out right here. And I am going to aim right here. And I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Yes.
It is a 10-foot radius sphere, so if I hit right here, it should target everybody.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is a con save.
Okay. What's the DC?
DC is 16.
Yes.
Okay. This imp down here fails. The rest of them pass.
Okay.
Aw.
So, as part of my channel divinity, I have Destructive Wrath, which says starting at 2nd level, you can use your channel divinity to wield the power of the storm. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your channel divinity to deal max damage instead of rolling.
Okay. So cool.
So Shatter does 3d8 thunder damage on a fail. That is 24 thunder damage on a fail.
Okay.
Or 12 on a save.
Nice.
All right. So it is max damage for the one that failed, and then the other everybody else takes 12. All right. Tell me how this guy is killed by shatter.
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked. Is he one of the ones that's prone?
No, he was the one that wasn't prone.
So excellent
Great.
work there.
Thanks, man. I
love
love that. I like to picture him just like turning and laughing at his friends that fell on the ground because he's obviously better than them. And then he just hears this like god awful like base of your brain like jarring noise until literally he just like grabs his head and it literally just like explodes and the rest of his body falls down.
Boom. He gone.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, or do you have more to do?
You know what? As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm gonna put it, and I'm just gonna put it 1 block south of the big man right here.
Oh, you know you got to describe what it looks like.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad you asked, John. Thanks, man.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too. You know what? For right now, we'll just say, like just south of the big man, like a spectral cloud kind of apparates, and like a spectral lightning bolt kind of like shoots out at him, like a.
Okay.
Like
and that's a spell attack.
We'll create a token for your spiritual weapon. For now, you're gonna get Percy.
That's fine. That's fine. He is with me. He is with me always.
Okay, so we'll just put him there for now.
So, spiritual weapon attack. It's a 16 on the die plus 8, so 24.
All right, were you talking one of the imps or the big guy?
Big guy.
Okay, 16 on the die will hit.
Great. So it is 1d8 force damage plus my spell casting modifier, so that is a total of 8 force damage.
Okay. It's force damage. Okay. Cool. He takes the 8 force damage. All right. Newt.
That will end my turn.
Thank you. Okay, Newt is going to come around the corner here and position herself sort of in between these guys here. And she is, I mean, I can't get it exactly perfect because of the squares, you know, but from here-ish, maybe she should be in this one. Yep, she is going to cast Lightning Bolt. So she comes around the corner and just sends a stroke of lightning in a straight line, 100 feet long, 5 feet wide, directly through the both of them. So has her like free action, she'll probably yell, "Heads up!" to make sure they don't move into the middle. But there is 5 feet of space in between them, so she's gonna shoot the bolt in between them at the big guy. And he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
We're both just little guys. We'll probably be out of the way. It's fine.
21. 21 on the save.
Okay, he saves, but he's still going to take half damage. So Jeez. And 16 points of lightning damage. And
Okay.
if he's
Nice.
flammable, he's on fire.
He is not.
Okay.
All right. Corvath.
Corvath has no idea what the hell's happening around the corner because he's tucked in real good here. So Corvath's just gonna kind of lean out and be like, "Oh, this sounds like a lot of noise." Corvath is going to wait, I think. And did they got it? Hey, do you got it? And I'm gonna hold my action.
All right. Till what? What's the?
Until I can see one of the enemy that is from around that corner.
All right.
I can't see him. What do you want? He's not smart. I'm not gonna metagame.
I love it.
The big guy. It's his turn. He shouts out, "You shouldn't be here." And then he's gonna move. And he's difficult terrain, so he can only get here. But then he is going to attack Delia. So,
Girl.
Yeah, I probably heard that. Now I know.
You're front and center,
What's-
girl.
what's your AC?
With my shield, it is a 19.
I was about to say, you probably have
Oh,
nothing
boy.
to worry about, girl.
He just misses.
No.
He's going to use a second attack as against Tanya.
I will say Corvath definitely hears Delia go. If his
I
attack
guess I didn't
misses.
say that I was hiding on the roof, only that I was
Okay.
going on the roof.
I'll come out.
True. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's going to do damage.
Damage.
Not that much.
Well, I don't have that many hit points, so.
All right. Well, he only does
Okay,
9
you fall
damage. So,
down.
he rears back and hurls a ball of fire at you, and you take 9 damage.
Cool.
She's
Are you
not running to
flammable?
the ceiling. Oh yeah,
No.
I forgot about that. She's on the ceiling, so I had even more room for my lightning bolt.
If you are,
I'm just a little guy. You have a big window.
are you a flammable object?
I don't think so.
Roll for
It
flammability.
has fur.
I'm wearing
That's
leather.
for one.
And my fur's not like luxurious.
Let's assume for today's purposes you are not flammable.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Onyx, it's your turn.
So, Pippin's fur is probably a little bit longer than Tanya's, and he has stood over candles and only been a little singed and not inflamed. So
Pippin is your cat.
The
He's
last
wonderful.
thing,
He's actually behind me right
you see the large guy do before his turn ends is he turns to the two imps and you hear him just go. You know, you hear something in infernal, and he points back where he came from. So that makes it Onyx's turn.
Well,
Alright.
he
needs
needs to do another deck save.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because he's still in the thing, because he could only move half his distance.
mhm.
14.
That doesn't
He
say.
fails.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. He slips and falls prone.
I love
Classic
it.
banana peel moment.
I love Grease.
Are the imps still prone too?
I love
Yes.
Grease too.
They haven't taken their turn yet, so.
That's
Okay.
where all the flavor is.
So I'm gonna move up. Oop! I don't know why I just panged. 1, 2, 3.
I just panged myself.
I just banged myself, and I'm gonna
Thank you.
take a shot at this one up here,
Okay.
the top imp. That's not great. That is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That does. Okay,
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Probably want to pick the big
Just tell me how you kill him.
No.
guy.
okay,
Yay!
So again, she sort of leans out from behind the wreckage of this table, kind of sideways, and just launches it, and the arrow just glides over the rocks, just barely missing a couple of them, and just lands right in its gut.
Okay. It is dead.
And she leans back and hides again. That's not as good. That's a 26.
It's still
She-
very hidden.
That's
Can
a
she see
5 on
Corva?
die.
All right. Imps are going to take a
Oh.
turn. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, she probably heard Corvath, right?
I
With a
mean, yeah, I
passive
did.
perception of 20?
I did kind of stage whisper at you.
Would I have heard that with a 20 passive with all these
Sure.
things going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll say like, we could probably use you up here if you want to come up here.
You just see a thumbs up. I can't say anything. It's not my turn.
Oh,
But
okay.
you did hold your action until like.
No, I use my action to do a thumbs up.
Just say, duh.
All right. The imp is going to stand up, going to move
Oh god.
there, and it's going to attempt to go invisible, but it's carrying a pile of blue crystals. So there
I'm
is
covered in grease.
Yes, but there's a faint blue outline around his form. Tanya, it's your turn.
Excellent. Cool. So I'm going to use my action, and she's going to reach into her bag again, and this time she pulls out 3 pieces, and then her little raccoon hands, you see her until she has created a cannon that is the same size as the imps, and she mounts it on her shoulder and fires it at the big guy.
Okay. So I make your attack roll.
Yeah. It's a
Artificers.
ranged spell attack.
And then she whiffs again. No.
Right, probably.
I mean,
and I get a +1 to that, so it's a +8.
I'm here for
Ow.
the consistency.
Thank you. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah. That'll get through.
All
Don't
right.
sound too upset, James.
So it goes. It's kind of that like you see like in the mouth of the gun. It goes. Ooh, like just a late base. It's a force ballista, so it's like an arrow of force comes shooting out,
Okay.
looking kind of similar to the Death Star's death ray, but in miniature form. And it hits him for 2d8.
Are you Rocket Raccoon or Green Arrow?
So it's a 7, but because of my arcane firearm, I get to roll another d8. So that is, so that is 11 damage. That could have been better.
All right.
11 force damage, and it is pushed 5 feet away from the cannon.
Back into the grease.
Boop.
I love it.
Sucks to suck.
Fantastic. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
We're nearly done here, guys. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Delia, you're up.
Thank goodness, I'm fading.
Yeah.
I know it's getting late. Sorry.
All right. So bonus action, I will swipey swipe again with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Which one's it swiping at? The small guy or the big guy?
the big guy. Yeah.
All right.
Total of 15.
To hit? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Oh. And that is 4 is another 8 force damage,
Okay.
and I will. Oh yeah, I'm definitely in range. Okay, bet I will hit the big man with a guiding bolt. Just first
Cool.
level guiding bolt. That is a 1 on the die, but I have halfling luck, so I will re-roll that and take the second roll.
Yeah, you
course you do.
will.
Of course
I
you
love
do.
it. I
I
love
love
it.
halflings.
They're so cute.
Thanks, man. Me too. That's a total of 21 to hit.
Yeah.
One would presume that does in fact hit.
Great. Thanks, James. All right, 4d6 radiant damage. 10 plus 3 is 13 radiant damage. and the next attack on him has advantage because he is lit up. And for flavor,
Oh,
he's lit up with
yeah.
like little lightning bolt.
If you don't know, rolling with advantage means you get to roll your 20-sided die twice and take the higher number. Rolling with
Yeah.
disadvantage means you take the lower number. Okay,
Is it only the next attack or is it every attack?
just the
Yeah.
next one.
It's
I'm
just the
guessing.
next attack on him
Yeah.
has advantage.
And it fades after that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
speaking,
yeah, so yeah.
speaking of next attack, Newt.
Oh boy.
Oh, something I forgot to mention. When Tanya hit, when you hit him with your big arcane, your arcane cannon? Is it also powered by crystals?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind then. Just never mind. Nothing matters. Healthy dose of nihilism in your D&D.
No session's complete without it.
Right.
That's my understanding. Yes.
I know.
Woof.
That is very true.
I'm gonna. None of them are close enough to me. So.
Can
for
you move
now-
closer?
I'm sorry?
Why don't you move closer?
They won't. Yes, I measured that too. They won't be close enough once I'm done with my movement.
Oh.
Is what I meant.
buddy.
But I am still gonna move up here.
Don't you know you can move your character?
And
Oh, she cast like 100 feet spell earlier.
I did. Yeah, but not quite. Not
200 feet.
Oh, hey, that says 30 feet. Can I get him?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see him within 30 feet, so I'm gonna cast Infestation.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah, I love
And,
that.
great
spell.
spell.
so
Level 5. You guys
he
have too many
needs to
skills.
make a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites appear all around his prone, fallen on the floor self, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good
That's amazing.
Lord.
Oh yeah, did he make a dex save at the end of his last turn?
He was already prone.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think he's failed that deck save, and that's why.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
he is prone.
Okay.
He's only had one
Uh,
turn.
Sorry. I thought he had a
18.
turn.
18?
18.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, it's been nice having you all tonight. I'm out. No.
There it goes.
All right, Corvath, you're up. You're still.
Dang.
All right,
So
yeah.
just-
So they told me I didn't need my help, so Corvath's going, oh, yeah, okay. And he's gonna.
Going to
I
impotently
love him.
dash out
He's like
and not be able to do
Kronk.
much.
I thought about doing the Patrick Warburton, but that's just exhausting after a while.
It's yes.
All right.
Yes.
I love him.
Here.
I'm gonna run out here. Let's see what the range is on all of these sheer spells. Coming out and seeing the guy on the ground and presuming, that's the guy that, okay, he's a problem. I'm just gonna swear my vow of enmity as a bonus action. So as a bonus action, I utter a vow of enmity against the creature I can see within. Oh wait, he's not close enough. Never mind, I lied. The text is too tiny. I'll just use my action to dash again to try to get closer to the fight. 10, there.
Okay.
Nope. That's it.
All right.
Oh, bonus action Hunter's Mark. There you go.
Perfect. All right. The big dude. He's gonna once again stand up. This time he will actually move out of the grease. Mercifully.
That was smart.
I tried.
You see
His
him?
infestation
Yeah, it was
worked.
close.
He was gonna have to go back another 5 feet, and then he wouldn't have been able to get out. Anyway.
I
That was a
mean,
good try.
He
I can
you
hit him
see
with gust of wind.
put one hand up in the air,
Does he
mutter
need a
something under his
stone bear?
breath, and then close his fist. And then he looks at you, Newt, who is closest to him. And no, I don't want to change tabs. That's not helpful. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
No.
Oh, I just rolled it. I rolled that so you could see, unfortunately. That's not what I meant to do, but that's all right.
Go.
Dun, 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 dun. So he hits you right in the mouth with a fireball for 10 damage.
Oof.
Ow.
Onyx.
All right, Onyx, seeing that, leans out and takes a shot at advantage on this guy. Unless he sees a 25. Okay.
Oh yeah, you get your sneak attack then.
Yes, if I hit.
Yeah.
This is going to be a... Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
All right, and
Do
then
your best
all the
to my
damage.
crystalline creation.
Gotta put all these dice in this guy's eyeballs. Oh! Okay, hold on. Okay.
Let's go. Never mind.
11. 16 damage.
Kingdom of. All right, great. That hurts. Is that your
And-
turn?
I'll hide again. That's a
Sensing a pattern.
36.
Yeah, you're well hit.
Woohoo.
All right.
Right.
This imp is going to flee with all of his might.
Good.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Checks out.
But that's okay.
Okay. Tanya.
Great. Cool. I'm just gonna slide on her. And I'm going to attempt to shoot him.
With your crystal
Right.
pistol.
Yes, with my crystal pistol.
Okay.
And I have not had luck with it so far, so I'm just going to use all of my stuff to try and hit it. Are you fucking kidding me? Is
No.
a 13 hit?
No.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna also try to hit with the Eldritch Cannon.
Feel my artificer pain.
Why? Okay. I assume a 13 still doesn't hit.
That would
Good
be a wise
God.
No, actually, now it does.
Yeah, now
So
this time, yeah.
Wow.
Wild.
He
how that
jumps
works.
into the bullet.
I love
Okay,
a variable AC. I
Yes.
love it.
Mhm. That would be cool.
He
wouldn't it?
flashes you.
He's got armor that's just rotating around him like a gallery shooting game. It's like
There's a big hole in this one spot.
Alright, I am going to then, I guess, dash towards that imp.
Okay. Delia, you're up.
Yeah.
She's laughing.
Yeah. Bonus action, spiritual weapon is gonna scoot closer to him if I can select it. Oh, I can't. Yeah, there you go. Cool.
I got you.
And it will spiritual bonk him again.
Okay. I will create a character for your spiritual weapon that you can control.
That is perfectly fine. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, you bonk him real good.
Yeah, man. That is a total of 7 force damage.
Okay.
And then I will load up a Sacred Flame, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw. He is out of the grease, right?
He is. Oh my god, 5. Yeah, that's not gonna make it.
Great. So that
Flame away.
is- That is a total of 8 radiant damage.
Okay. Newt.
Oh boy. She's gonna close the distance between herself and this big guy. and give him another non-lethal tap on the head. She's gonna whack him with her quarterstaff of a limb.
You want to knock this guy unconscious?
Yeah,
Perfect.
he's
All right.
obviously the leader. He's gonna know more than the other ones.
Do your worst.
Okay, that's a 23.
Yeah. Tell me how you knock him unconscious.
Well, I simply just get fed up and just march right over to him and say, "Sit down!"
All right. When you knock him unconscious, despite your efforts to inflict non-lethal damage, he disappears in a just sort of haze of crystalline fire,
Oh,
and he's gone.
oh well.
All right. For time purposes, I'm just going to show you the rest of the map and say you all have explored it, and we can talk about what we see. If you'll give me
Cool.
just a moment.
Nice.
If you look up in this northwest corner, oh, these guys are, we're just going to say these guys are gone. They were guys there, but they've disappeared.
You still have the guys in her hair, right?
Yes. There appears to be sort of an office table up there with notes that are written in a language that you do not understand.
Cool.
In the corner up here, there are crates and loose crystals scattered about. As you can see in the corner, there is a magic portal, but it's been deactivated. There is no longer any means of traversing through the portal. In this corner, there is a whole bunch of tunneling equipment and 3 large camel cave crickets that would have been docile unless you chose to attack them.
Yay!
So they can continue to be docile.
Oh,
and down
they're
here,
definitely gonna be friends with one of them.
no, they don't want to be friends. They just don't want
Wow.
to attack you.
Good
Down
on
here,
you.
there is an altar that is largely unfamiliar to you. If anybody wants to make a religion check, we can sort of figure out what that might be.
I would love to.
Sure, go for it.
Onyx doesn't know
I'm gonna
anything.
use
That's not
I'll even
great.
use my guy.
That's a 14.
Yeah, I mean, it's not any altar you've ever seen. It's sort of an onyx marble, not onyx the character, but the material. And there appears to be some dried blood on it, but otherwise it is alien to you. You're not familiar with any religion that sort of would use that altar. So now that you've sort of cleared out this area, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna gather up the crystals first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's return them to the beast folk.
Is the digging machinery? Is it managed? Like, could I carry a piece of it? Like one of the diggers?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take one of those back too.
And if anyone's interested, make a history check.
Sure.
100%.
Oh, that's a nat
Natural
20!
17.
Nice.
For a total of 20 teeth.
All right.
Nice.
If you got above a 20, those of you that got above a 20, you know, or the type of machinery that you see is reminiscent of the stories you've heard of this sort of infernal machinery that was found during the town's creation. It's remarkably similar to what you've heard described, but you'd have to actually take a look at that to have any sort of understanding that it is 100% the same sort of machinery.
Hey, Corvath, can you maybe take 2 so I can keep 1?
Can I take 2? I mean, I can carry a lot. I'm a
I was
very
gonna say I'm also
I'm a
size
very big-
larger in carrying capacity, and these guys are tiny. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Newt, please, can you get 1 for me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
The longer you carry the pieces of the machinery, the heavier it feels.
Whoa.
Not just on your body, but on your mind.
Oh.
I don't
Do you
like
want
that.
to head back out of the tunnel?
Yeah, I think we should
Yes.
take the crystals and these guys back to the mayor. Because, first of all,
Yeah.
we might not have to do anything else. We kind of did what he told us to do. So if he gives us the map, then this is his problem now. But also, we should tell him what we learned and see what they want to do next.
Agreed.
Okay. We return to the storeroom, and Maximus is still there, and he looks at all of you and he says, "Well, what did you find down in the deep?"
Corvass will just drop the digging machine on the ground.
And
Little
And
horn
those aren't just
guys.
ornamental imps.
Yes, these little horn guys been digging into your tunnels, and they have magic portal, and there's altars down there.
Yeah, there was a really weird altar.
Most troubling. I don't even know what these creatures are, but that machinery seems familiar.
I believe these guys are imps, if that helps.
Not especially. You found some of the crystals, I see. That appears to be about a third of what we had stored in here.
Oh, wonderful.
Where did they take them?
Well,
Probably
there was a
through the portal.
portal. That's what makes sense.
Some sort of magic portal that it was deactivated.
Kit, see to it that we have guards in the storerooms for the time being. For the rest of you, come back with me to my manor. I will give you your map.
Thank you.
You head back.
Yeah.
Head back to the manor, and he takes you upstairs into a room, and in one of the deepest recesses of one of his drawers, he pulls out a scroll, and he lays it out on the table for you to look at. And did that pop up on your screen when I said show to players?
Oops.
I think
Nope.
No.
we're still in the storeroom.
I know.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
It was a handout, and fuck handouts. Let's do this instead.
Agreed.
Yeah, they're pretty janky.
They are.
This is what you see. It is entirely inscrutable, but it is also covered in runes, glowing runes. Sean, make a history check.
Okay.
So just an Arcana check for a 24.
Okay.
History. That is a 17.
All right. Arcana check. Yeah, they're magical, for sure. You have no idea what kind of magic this is. It's unfamiliar to you, even with the 24.
Okay.
17. Sean, you've seen these runes before, or at least runes similar to them. They were there when you came to.
I know these.
And that, I think, is where we will leave off for this evening. Because it is
Perfect.
Solid.
gone along.
Love it. Yep.
All right.
Solid.
That is going to do it for us this evening. We hope you have liked it. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, please like, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube later, please leave a comment. We're happy to see it, happy to hear what you have to say. We will have a website up and running soon at grimstonegaming.com. We are on all the social media. You can see us at Grimstone Gaming on Instagram and TikTok. Grimstone, forget what it is. What is it on Facebook?
It's Grimstone Gaming on Facebook as well. It's Instagram. That's Grimstone.gaming.
Gaming. My apologies. I didn't write that down this time.
And then
My bad.
Grimstone Gaming Group at gmail.com and on YouTube.
Is
and
our
Patreon.
email address. Yes. Our music tonight was from, again, Harris Heller of Streambeats. He is on Spotify and at streambeats.com. Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. You
Who?
can find all of their stuff wherever you can find Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
All the places.
It's everywhere.
Fucking everywhere.
For all of our players, for Michael, for Katie, for Meg, for Sam, for Sean, they won't get fooled again. I'm James Downey, and we hope you never stop playing. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.